Tonight's batting order brought to you by Hankook Tires. There you see Tommy Edman, the switch hitter, getting ready to start it for the Redbirds. Paul Goldschmidt, Tyler O'Neill, who was just named as the player of the month in the National League in the final month of the year. In the middle of Mike Schultz's order is Nolan Arenado, Dylan Carlson, and Yadier Molina, the great Molina. Bottom three, the rookie Edmundo Sosa at short, Harrison Bader in center field, and Adam Wainwright. He can swing the bat a little bit. He'll bat ninth. And he'll be on the mound for St. Louis. Max Scherzer, if you're the Dodgers, you cannot have a better pitcher on the mound for a winner-go-home game than this guy.
So I told you about the Dodgers winning all 11 of his starts. The only caveat, his last 2 starts, he's given up 10 earned runs in 10 1/3 innings pitched. This is his 4th win-or-go-home game, of course. First 3 were with the Nationals. And the defense will start with the battery mates, Max Scherzer and Will Smith behind the plate. And then in the infield, we'll go Matt Beatty gets a start at first base, Trey Turner, Corey Seager, and A.J. Pollock, Bellinger, and Betts in the outfield.
A lot of gold out there in the outfield, a lot of gold in this game. And there's Cowboy Joe West. He is retiring at the end of the season. He's got over 5,000 games under his belt, and he has the plate tonight. He's the crew chief in his 4th wild card game. That's Alan Porter. He's out at first base. Laz Diaz, the second base umpire. Jim Wolf at third base. Chris Siegel is the left field umpire. Remember, you add the 2 outfield umpires, and Ramon De Jesus is in right. And all the pieces in place. What a setting we saw last night at Fenway Park between the Red Sox and the Yankees. Boston advancing tonight. We're at historic Dodger Stadium, the 3rd oldest ballpark in the big leagues, and it still shines like a diamond.
Watch Edman swinging first pitch here, Brian. 3 leadoff home runs for Edman.
Joe West says play ball. Scherzer deals. And away we go. Big emotions. 2 teams that had historical runs. The Cardinals with that impressive 17-game winning streak, a franchise record for them that came in the month of September, and they fought their way to the postseason as the number 2 wild card team. They won 90 games this year. The Dodgers won 106. Matched a franchise record for wins, coming off a World Series title last season as Edman pulls that one foul. And you're right, Ronnie, he's ready to fire early.
He was ready to fire. Edmonds had a strong season at second base. Cardinals were able to let go very talented player in Colton Wong because they believed in Edman.
Scherzer deals a 1-1 changeup, swung on, fouled away. Ronnie, the big story with the Dodgers is that guy right there. Max Muncy is out. Matt Beatty gets to start at first base.
Well, he's coming off a game on Sunday where he pinch hit and then stayed in the field, ended up with 3 hits and a home run. So trying to play the hot hand. As Muncy is in the dugout with a cast on, a brace.
Dislocated elbow for Muncy as Edman pulls that one foul. Beatty making his 17th start at first base this year, so he is not the defender Max Muncy is. If the Dodgers advance, who plays first base is going to be the first question that Dave Roberts gets every day. But there's reasoning behind Beatty at first with Scherzer on the mound.
Well, with Scherzer on the mound, he's mostly a fly ball pitcher, so he's not going to see a lot of balls on the ground.
Edman, that's a broken bat. That is a flare that's going to fall in front of Mookie Betts. And the Cardinals have a man on to start this game against Max Scherzer.
First baseman number 46, Paul Goldschmidt.
Started the at-bat with a couple of fastballs, went to the changeup, and then the breaking ball down and in. Just hit off the end of the bat by Edman, who dumps it in front of Mookie Betts.
Tommy Edman with 30 stolen bases this year. He was in the top 5 in baseball in steals. And now Paul Goldschmidt, maybe the Cardinals' best player. Tyler O'Neill would certainly have a claim at that, as would Arenado. But beginning to win, Paul Goldschmidt, .294 average with 31 homers this year, 99 RBIs. He is the #1 defensive first baseman, according to the defensive metrics, defensive runs saved specifically, and a multiple Gold Glove Award winner. And he brings a lot to the table at the plate as well.
I think when you watch the Cardinals, they play a faster version of the modern game. Great defense. They'll steal some bases. They'll manufacture runs. But they also have the big boppers in there, Goldschmidt, Arenado, and others. They hit the ball out of the ballpark.
Saw Mike Schilt, Cardinal manager. They've gone from Whitey ball in the 80s to Schilty ball here in 2021. Swing and a miss.
I've always thought of Paul Goldschmidt as a great hitter, but he can get on some runs, some streaks where you can't get him out. That's the run he had in September.
High average in the clutch games in September, October for Goldschmidt, and he rips one foul. I was very interested tonight to see the crowd to start the game. So this is a 5 p.m. local start in Los Angeles, and if you've ever driven in Los Angeles, that's no easy chore to get to this ballpark at 5 o'clock, but it's going to be a sellout. There will be 50+ thousand. Those who have plowed their way in are making a lot of noise early. Check on Edman. Dodgers have Will Smith behind the plate. Austin Barnes, a better thrower behind the plate, quicker release. He controls a running game a little bit more than Smith does. Smith does have a cannon for an arm, but it is something the Cardinals would like to exploit tonight, the stolen base. And there goes Edman, and Goldschmidt takes, and the throw to second. Never had a chance. Tommy Edman with a steal of second base, and right away the Cardinals have a runner in scoring position.
Well, you see the replay, big jump by Edman. Will Smith really didn't have a chance as he got in there easily. The throw drifts to the left of Trey Turner, who can't apply the tag.
Edman with 30 steals this season, fourth in all of baseball in this game in Edman and Trey Turner, two of the better base stealers in the game. Scoring opportunity early against Max Scherzer. 2-2 the count on Goldschmidt. It was well framed, but it looked like it was off the plate. And I think a lot of eyes are on Joe West tonight in his final game for that pitch right there.
Well, we were interested to see if Joe West's strike zone would be a little larger than we're used to. But no, that pitch off the plate called the ball.
And I'm sure Adam Wainwright recognizing that too. That would not be a good news story for Wainwright. As Goldschmidt draws the walk. A single and a walk to start the game for St. Louis. And the St. Louis native, Max Scherzer, in the high-stress pitches early in this first inning.
It's a pitch you don't usually see from Max Scherzer, who usually is very uber aggressive, especially in the first inning. 3-2 changeup to Goldschmidt that missed.
Scherzer gave up 15 earned runs in his 11 starts as a Dodger. 10 of those came in his last 2 starts. 5 earned runs apiece. One of those starts in Colorado, and then his last start was here at Dodger Stadium against San Diego. And now Tyler O'Neill bursting onto the scene this year. 34 homers. Fly ball to right. Betts on the run. That short wall over there, and Betts makes a catch. Both runners tag. Goldschmidt stops. Edman ends up at third. Terrific play by Mookie Betts, handling that 4-foot wall. And the first out of the ball game is a gem from the Dodger right fielder.
We're just used to Mookie Betts making these outstanding athletic plays defensively in the postseason, whether he's robbing a home run or snatching a ball from going into foul territory.
Well, there's a lot of danger over there. Outfielders know it. He's played here long enough to know it. Check out his right foot here, Ronnie. It slams up against the wall.
I mean, could have snapped his ankle right there, but
looks to be okay. Checking his positioning card. First and third for St. Louis. And here is Nolan Arenado, one of the best RBI men in the game since 2015. And he takes a strike.
you just feel with these two starting pitchers that these opportunities are not going to come that often. So you have to max out against Max.
Edman has great speed. Arenado with the runners at the corners. Scherzer put one by him. Foul ball out of play. That was a four-seam fastball from Max Scherzer. That'll give him a little life on the mound, able to get a fastball by Arenado.
With all these right-handed hitters, he's trying to establish that he can throw that fastball, that one right down the middle, but still by Arenado.
Here's the 0-2. And that gets away from Smith. Coming home, Edman. He will score. And the Cardinals strike first on a wild pitch. Goldschmidt to second base. So many catchers these days go to one knee to catch pitches. And this one gets by Smith. He didn't go to a knee until late and was never in a position to block that one.
Well, when you get on that one knee down, you really have to shift your weight quickly to get in front of that breaking ball from Max, who's really trying to snap that and get the strikeout of Arenado, but a pitch that Arenado could not offer at.
And a good catcher will tell you, you got to make that play, especially with a runner at third. Edman's wheels producing a run here. Now a runner at second base for Arenado. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that one's in the air, left field, going to be playable. Pollock will surround it, and Goldschmidt will retreat. There is out number 2. Both outs are in the air. I'll tell you, in postseason history, in a winner-take-all game, so those are game 5s, game 7s, and of course these winner-go-home wild-card games, 78 and 46. It's even more impressive for the Cardinals this year. When they score first, they really put the clamps down. They are 70 and 24 this season. They are a front-running team, and they have the early lead at Dodger Stadium tonight. Goldschmidt at second for Dylan Carlson. Very talented rookie switch hitter. Spins one in for a strike.
2 hitters in a row. Scherzer first pitch, breaking ball, both for strikes.
Carlson and Tommy Edman are the 2 bats off the left side that Scherzer will face. Both of those hitters are switch hitters. All the others are right-handed. Carlson's had a great year for St. Louis. That one on the ground. Shift is on. This is Seager. Bobbles, got to hurry, and not in time. A routine ground ball. Carlson busting it down the line, and that little shuffle by Seager, and the inning is still alive here in the first inning.
Just couldn't get the handle on it. That ball not hit hard, and with the defense shifted around and playing deep, by the time he got to it, couldn't afford to not find a handle. As you see, just grabbed leather instead of the ball and cost him the play.
That'll be an E6. These games are so tense. Seager is an excellent shortstop. Uncharacteristic of him. Both of these teams are good defensively, and the Boo Birds raining down for the Redbird. Yadier Molina. First and third once again. And Molina on the first pitch. He skies one to center field. That should end the inning. Bellinger will put it away, but the Cardinals strike first. And now it's Adam Wainwright at 40 years of age. Wild card game on TBS. Let's check that Dodgers batting order, brought to you by Han Cook. You got Betts, Seager, and Trey Turner, Justin Turner, Will Smith, and A.J. Pollock, and then Beatty, Bellinger, and Scherzer rounded out. Adam Wainwright is ready to go, and he'll take the mound here with a 1-0 lead. An earned run off of Scherzer in the first inning. Cardinals had a run on a hit and an error, and now Wainwright, a postseason star in years past, coming off maybe one of his best years when you put the whole pie together here, Ronnie.
Well, to put his postseason career in perspective, he's 14th all-time in postseason Ks, 118. Next on the list, Kurt Schilling.
Adam Wainwright turned 40 this season. 3-time All-Star. And Betts on the ground. Look at Sosa, can't make the play. His first postseason game, the rookie Edmundo Sosa. Even if he comes up with it cleanly, he's going to have a tough time throwing out Mookie Betts. And the Dodgers get at it right away.
Well, that ball just scalded off the bat of Betts. Kind of just ate him up as he moved to his left. That second hop stayed down and got by him for a base hit. Just off the glove.
Cardinals, if you look at the defensive metrics, outs above average, defensive runs saved, those are kind of the most reliable. Cardinals are right there, 1 and 2 in those categories. They have a premium on defense. But again, the nerves of a game like this, and a rookie shortstop out there as Seager takes ball 1.
Both of these great pitchers have allowed the first batter to get on with a hit.
That skips by. Betts started, then stopped. Well, Molina went for the backhand there on the changeup in the dirt, able to keep it close enough to scare Betts to the bag.
Well, Molina, a former infielder that takes ground balls before games, got lucky here with the backhand. Didn't go down to block it, backhanded it, and it stayed close enough that Betts couldn't take a chance.
2-0 on Corey Seager. MVP last year of both the NLCS and the World Series a year ago. He's in the last year of his contract as a member of the Dodgers. And they're hoping for one last hurrah for him. A bouncing ball, and that's foul. Seager in the championship series last year hit 5 homers in 7 games, had 11 RBIs, and then was excellent in the World Series as well. Seager with a couple of homers. He drove in 5 in the 6 games in the World Series as the Dodgers took down the Tampa Bay Rays. So the defending champs match a franchise record for wins, and they find themselves in the pressure-packed wild card game. Seager fouls it away.
If there's any kryptonite for this Dodgers offense, it's the curveball. They haven't performed well against that pitch. You'll see a lot of those, of course, from Wainwright tonight. And how he holds runners on. He doesn't have a great move, but he's great at varying how he goes to the plate, holding the ball for a long time. Not quick pitching, but slide steps.
And he's got the biggest shutdown catcher in the game in Yadier Molina, who throws out over 40% of the base runners this season. Baseball's equivalent of a shutdown cornerback in the NFL. Betts does have a big lead, though. He stays put. Seager takes a called strike 3. Adam Wainwright, a little power sinker, and he gets his first strikeout.
Well, a lot of slow stuff early on from Wainwright, and then throws that ball that starts at the hip of Seager and comes back and catches that inside corner. That's a pitch that if he gets from West consistently, that'll be a big pitch for him tonight.
He's a little amped up. He had 92 miles an hour at age 40. He's changed his game. Scherzer's still a power pitcher. Wainwright has completely overhauled his repertoire. He's in the low 90s consistently with a fastball. That's about all he has at this point, but he's 6'7". Pitchers say this is one of the greatest mounds in baseball to pitch off of. He looks like he's 7'5", standing on top of that mound and coming out of his hand at about 8.5 feet.
It isn't higher, but it feels higher.
Trey Turner at the plate, the batting champion this year. Started his season with the Nationals, came with Max Scherzer to the Dodgers. The Dodgers, with all their resources, all their ability to sign free agents, to sign players to big contracts, what they also have is prospects, and that's how they were able to land the 2 biggest fish out there, Max Scherzer and Trey Turner. On the ground, that is dropped quickly, And they're going to get the out at second. You could tell Sosa was trying to set up a double play, but the second base umpire, Laz Diaz, was right on it. And so just the out at second base to eliminate Mookie Betts.
So tried to make a catch, but it came out, so he didn't secure it. So just gets the out at second base and Betts. Sosa spanking that glove like, come on, get awake.
You don't think he meant to do that? To drop it on purpose?
I don't think he meant to do that.
It's close.
Yeah, it's
on
close.
Replay, I'm with you. I thought maybe he just dropped it. To the live eye, I thought he did it on purpose. I was about to be very impressed.
I think the shortstop's a little nervous right now.
He's a little jittery. 2 outs in the inning. Here is Justin Turner and a check on Trey Turner. Blinding speed. This is one of the fastest players in the game right here, Trey Turner. And 32 stolen bases this year, was third in all of baseball. And he puts a lot of pressure on a pitcher, especially when you're having to deal with a guy like Justin Turner at the plate.
'21 base runners are 3 for 6 in stolen base attempts. And you won't face anyone faster than Trey Turner. We asked Dave Roberts, was he as fast as Trey Turner? He said, I was not, but I was a better base stealer.
Threw that in at the end. Manager was feisty today, Dave Roberts. About as feisty as we've ever seen him. And that's a good thing. I do think the Dodgers, they obviously have internal conversations about this, but they won 106 games and they end up in this position. Maybe it will spur a conversation about how teams enter into a postseason in the one-game wild card. It's obviously great theater for us, but it has to sting a little bit that they came 1 game short to the Giants in the NL West and have to go through this game here today. And a tip of the hat to the Giants for holding off Los Angeles all year. Dodgers had won 8 straight divisions. Turner, a shot. Oh, what a play! Whoa! Adam Wainwright shows it to him. I got it right here. A Gold Glove defender on the mound. Adam Wainwright comes up with a gem right there to end the inning.
Smoke coming off that glove.
Absolute rocket. It would have been right at Edmund.
Comes at you at 100.5 miles an hour. He showed the pearl, but once he got into the dugout.
Yeah, it's a little different. Stoneface on the field. Check this out. Our great crew captured this. Wainwright like, yeah.
All macho till now.
Ow. Ow. Nice. So 1 in the books here. 1-0 St. Louis. Edmundo Sosa, the rookie shortstop, will lead off this second inning. Sure, he's glad to get this first at bat over with in the postseason. Took over for Paul DeYoung. DeYoung, an all-star shortstop in years past, hit by a pitch, and that opened the door for Sosa. And he really locked down their middle infield defense with Tommy Edman. 25-year-old shortstop from Panama facing the 37-year-old Max Scherzer. One ball, 2 strikes. Earned run against Scherzer in the first. And that one skips in. Nice pick back there by Smith, just in case.
Only one pitcher in baseball since 2017 has had a better ERA than Scherzer. His 2.69. DeGrom at 2.35.
Posted the best ERA of his career from the Nationals to the Dodgers this season. Huge deal and a surprising deal. I think Max Scherzer thought maybe, and we talked to him Saturday at a Sunday TBS game here in LA, and he said, I thought San Diego might be a realistic spot. I had, all the news that was coming out about San Diego.
And they had all those injuries in San Diego.
But it ended up being the Dodgers that had enough to barter with by way of prospects. Saw his ERA. Only Corbin Burns of the Brewers with a lower ERA. So here he is at 37 in the last year of his contract, which was a 7-year deal. And you'd be hard-pressed to find a guy who maxed out a big contract like Max Scherzer did with Washington. Won a World Series at 19. A couple of Cy Young Awards as a member of the Nats. His first Cy Young award came as a member of the Tigers. And he has a chance to win one this year, does Max Scherzer. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And Sosa, a little handle shot foul. Good at bat by the young shortstop here.
You know, you didn't think Scherzer would be coming here in the beginning of the season. The Dodgers had some of the best depth in starting pitching in all of baseball. But Dustin May had Tommy John. Tony Gonsolin missed a lot of time. Clayton Kershaw also missed a lot of time. And the Trevor Bauer stuff. So they needed an extra starter, and now he's pitching their most important game.
3-2 the count. Scherzer deals, and a swing and a miss. A strikeout for Scherzer. That is his first. A big strikeout pitcher when he's right. It was a long battle by Sosa. Got to see a lot of pitches from Scherzer, but a put-away punch right here with a fastball.
Max is one of those pitchers that seems to be able to reach back and add just enough to throw it by the hitters when he gets ahead of them. Big swing from Sosa.
Out number 1 here in the second. And here is the 8th place hitter for St. Louis, Harrison Bader. Very talented center fielder. He's got some pop. 16 home runs this year. Part of this young, talented outfield crew. And O'Neill, Bader, and Carlson, and Lars Nootbaar. They've got a lot of great young outfielders. And they opened the door for him this year. Let him play, cleared space, trusted him. And they've all been a big part of the second half surge.
Before this game, Brian, the hitters in the St. Louis lineup were 16 for 106 with 45 Ks against Max Scherzer in their career.
And that one right down the middle. Bader late on it. Always looking for markers early in a game. I think Scherzer has got to feel good about a couple of fastballs that maybe not in the location he wants, but he's got enough cheese on him to get him by the hitters right now. One of the great competitors in the game, Max Scherzer. Smith wants a slider. 1-2 the count.
It's one of those backup sliders that sometimes stays on that inside corner away from the catcher's target. But watch the backhand play of Smith to try to keep it on the inside corner.
You're expecting that to come back over the plate. Just spun up there. 2-2 pitch. Ooh, Joe West had a little flinch on that one. That was a changeup from Scherzer. And the count goes to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Changeup that was supposed to be down and in, ends up just running in late. Good non-call from Joe.
And a good take by Bader. Another 3-2 count here in this inning, and Scherzer lost him. So Max Scherzer with his second walk. He has very good command. This is uncharacteristic of Scherzer, and a man is on with Wainwright coming up. Gives us a chance to remind you that you can get your game on at MLBshop.com. Authentic on-field caps, tees, hoodies, and more. Get all your postseason gear and wear what the champs wear at the official source, MLBshop.com. Wainwright used to be a very good hitter.
As the velocity has gone up, he's not as good as he was before. But he's a great bunter. 74 sacrifices in his career.
Feels like that would be in order right here.
Yep.
Actually won a Silver Slugger Award one year, did Adam Wainwright. That's given to the best hitter at a particular position. But he is 40 years of age. And he shows bunt, and bunts it foul.
193 career hitter for Wainwright. Those eyes aren't the same at 40.
Nothing is. Wainwright has never had a hit in the postseason. 0 for 22 in his career. But as Ronnie mentioned, an excellent bunter. And that is the goal right here, to get a bunt down. Bader with great speed at first. Good take. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Many pitchers in the game are very content, especially in the National League, to just do their thing on the mound. Wainwright's different. He wants to be one of the 9 athletes on the field, contribute any way he can.
Wainwright this year, and a lot of it is due to his health and the fact he took the ball every turn in the rotation. He led all of baseball in sacrifice bunts this year. Had 14 of them. And he squares and bunts it foul. So he offered at it. Now 1-2 the count on Wainwright. Scherzer got a good lather up already.
A lot of times in these bunting situations, Brian, you're trying to be too fine. Really not a lot of experience at first base with Beatty. Just get it down if you can.
So 1-2 the count on Wainwright. Justin Turner creeping in at third base. And Wainwright is going to turn with 2 strikes, and he takes a ball. 2-2 now. So a 3-2 count to start the inning. A 3-2 count on Harrison Bader, the second batter. And now he's 2-2 on Wainwright. Making him work early. This will be pitch number 39 already. Cardinals with their 9th batter at the plate in the second inning. Squares early, pulls it back, and that one missed. 3-3-2 counts to start this second for Max Scherzer.
Well, Max had a start against the Cardinals in St. Louis, where he threw 45 pitches in the first 2 innings, but still threw 6 scoreless. But his command is just off.
Got to throw him a strike now. Got Tommy Edman due next. Wainwright squares, gets the bunt down. Scherzer over to first. Turner is there for him. 1-4 on the putout. A 2-strike sacrifice bunt for Adam Wainwright. And again, the Cardinals have a runner in scoring position. Successful effort by Wainwright. Hey, during every postseason game, new sports betting customers on DraftKings can bet $1 on either team to win, and $100 if your team gets a hit. Plus, if you're not in a sportsbook state, everyone can play free for over $50,000 with late inning pools. You can download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Sign up with promo code HEAT.
In a Dodger uniform, hitters are 4 for 47 with Risp, runners in scoring position, against Scherzer.
And Edmonds handled him, singled off of him in the first inning. He's one of the few Cardinals that has career success against Scherzer, and he swings at the first offering, fouls it away.
Edman now 5 for 10 in his career against Scherzer. Bader very fidgety off second, trying to get in the eyesight of the veteran Scherzer.
Dodgers have good arms in the outfield. The best arm is in center field in Bellinger. Betts throws it well as well. If it hits the outfield grass, Bader with 2 outs would certainly have a chance to score. And Edman rolls that one off his foot. That's a dead ball, foul ball. Joe West jumping out right away. And strike the band. You could tell by the roll off the foot here. Tommy Edman has that protective brace on his foot right off the toe.
Here's the toe. Joe West hears that. That's why he came out and called the play dead. Also, no hitter can fake getting hit by the ball that quickly.
Many have tried, though. No balls, 2 strikes. Bader, the runner at second base. Cardinals got a run on the first on a wild pitch. In the air, playable. A.J. Pollock in fair territory makes a catch, and Max Scherzer, a lot of pitches in the second, settles in, puts up a 0. National League wild card game.
back to Dodger Stadium, a decade and a half together for Adam Wainwright and Yadier Molina. Adam told me yesterday, at times there's no need for Yadi to even put a sign down, that they're telepathic with each other, especially with a runner on second. Before he puts his fingers down, he says, I can already start shaking or agreeing because I know what the shape of his hand looks like. When he calls it, we share a brain, he said. So I asked him, what's he putting down with a runner on second? He said, nice try, Brian.
They speak old man together.
Yes, they're like a married couple or twins.
And that big curveball, the signature Wainwright pitch. He starts Will Smith. So 15 games in the postseason for Wainwright and Molina. 304 matchups as a battery in the regular season. You can understand why they're on the same page. And both are coming back next year as well. Wainwright signed a contract last week to come back. Both of these players signed late, almost as spring training was starting. So imagine the guy who's on the mound in the wild card game and their legendary catcher. Not that Cardinal fans ever thought that they wouldn't be together, at least Molina, but it has changed a lot. And of course, Molina's already signed for next season as well, and he has stated it will be his last season.
Molina shaking his head like he thought that was a strike on that changeup from Wainwright.
Here's a 2-1 and the big curve. He buckled his knees. That one's in there for a strike. Still got the curveball. That's the signature pitch. And he can throw it at different velocities, different shapes. That one rolled in there at 74 miles an hour. We've seen him pitch in the mid-60s with the curveball. See what he does here. 2-2 the count. Smith takes the ball. So it was Scherzer with 3-3-2 counts last inning, and now Wainwright in a 3-2 count to the lead man in the second inning. You get the idea. Both of these teams will grind out at bats all game long. Payoff. Do it again. You go down baseball history with battery mates. Mickey Lolich, Bill Freehan, top of the list with the Tigers. The great Milwaukee combo of Warren Spahn and Del Cramble, Red Faber and Ray Schalk. And then Yadi and Adam Wainwright, fourth on a very impressive list.
Molina and Wainwright, the only two drafted and signed in 2000 that are still active.
For me, it's even more impressive in this day and age. A lot of those images we saw, those in the top three, there wasn't as much player movement back then. And to have two players that have been here as long as Wainwright and Molina.
See him motion to Molina. If Molina was all right, just got the foul tip off the mask. Wainwright asked him if he was fine.
This will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Will Smith, a very good hitter, 25 homers this year. And Smith a little bit late. The threat of the curveball can put batters behind pitches in the mid-80s like that one.
Dodgers batted .209 versus the curve this year. That's 17th in major leagues.
That would be the kitchen sink right there. Curveballs, changeups, cutters. And he deals a curve, and Smith was ready for it. Edman slides, throw to first. Hey, what a play! Tommy Edman. Wow. And that's got the Cardinal bench up. Just a beautiful athletic slide to get to a throwing stance. And he cuts down Will Smith, takes a hit away from the Dodger catcher.
Nolan Arenado said this is the finest defensive team he's ever played with. You talked about their outs above average, best in baseball. And that's a prime example.
Cardinals moved on from Colton Wong, who is now in a key role with the Milwaukee Brewers. He had won back-to-back Gold Gloves for the Cardinals because they wanted to give Tommy Edman a chance to play every day at second base. He is not disappointed. Here's A.J. Pollock. Pollock has been a steady contributor all year. He is not running at 100% right now. Had a hamstring injury. He's had the governor on here in the last couple of weeks of the season. It'll be interesting to see how he runs. He's very fast, but he has not been able to let it loose And you're hoping that now you get into the postseason, the adrenaline goes, that we'll see him use all of his athletic talents.
Except in a win-and-go-home game, how do you keep a governor on?
Yeah.
Very hard.
Good point. He's been a great hitter all year, though. Some would say maybe the best hitter start to finish that the Dodgers have had all year. And he pops this one up. He was way out in front. Sky ball out to Sosa. And there is out number 2. Wainwright got him on a cut fastball upstairs. Seems to have found the location up and in.
Can just tell by the body language and the seriousness of the faces of both starting pitchers how locked in they're trying to get to.
That brings up Matt Beatty. He's center stage for this wild card game instead of Max Muncy, who dislocated his elbow Sunday on a collision at first. Muncy, the first baseman in that collision. And Milwaukee's Jace Peterson ran right into the elbow on a bang-bang play. Muncy said he put the elbow back in place. It was slightly dislocated. He did it himself while he was writhing in pain on the field. But no structural damage. That's good news. There is a chance he could come back, but this was the scene here Sunday, Ron.
Yeah, Jace Peterson ran into his arm. His elbow was dislocated. They said they popped it back into place while he was laying on the field.
It's a huge loss for Los Angeles. Not only an excellent defender, but a big bat hitting in the middle of that order. And Dave Roberts has had to change his batting order a little bit today with the 2 Turners hitting back-to-back, elevating Justin Turner. But this is what Beatty does best. He can swing it. And when he entered that game Sunday as a pinch hitter, had a hit and had 2 more hits. Had a 3-hit game Sunday coming off the bench. Has not started a game at first base since September 17th. And Beatty sends one in the air to right. Sounded a little chunky. And Carlson on the warning track will make the catch. And the side is retired. Wainwright retires the Dodgers in order in the second. And FS1, the American League Division Series, gets underway on FS1 with the Chicago White Sox and Houston Astros at 4 p.m. Eastern. Boston against Tampa Bay. There's Juan Soto and Kevin Long, the hitting coach. That's nice of them to show up for their man Trey Turner and Max Scherzer. Paul Goldschmidt leading the way here. We saw Billie Jean King down there. We saw, yeah, they got the Turner Scherzer jerseys on. Nice. Billie Jean King and Magic Cookie.
Right.
Yeah, they are.
Billie Jean King, pressure is a privilege.
Certainly applies to this game tonight. Whoa. No bigger pressure cooker than the wild card game. Win or go home. The winner will advance to take on the Giants. They put 107 wins on the board this year. And they are waiting in San Francisco. The National League Division Series will start in San Francisco and Milwaukee on Friday. Scherzer deals to Goldschmidt. And that one misses. 3 balls and a strike. Goldschmidt walked his last time up. Scherzer's walked 2. He has 1 K. Gave up an earned run on a wild pitch in the first inning. That was set up on an Edmonds stolen base. Here's a 3-1 and a swing and a miss.
Catcher was sitting away, but Scherzer has this ability sometimes when he gets behind to just throw it as hard as he can, and he got that up in the strike zone.
6 hits against Scherzer, 18 strikeouts in his 35 career at-bats. And Goldschmidt in the air, right center field, down. That's a base hit. That's over to cut it off. Good piece of hitting there by Paul Goldschmidt.
You forget sometimes that he's a slugger that also knows how to hit and hit with 2 strikes. This one away and down, and looks like he was going to right field the entire way and strokes it there for a hit.
As batting average is diminished in the game, it's still important to Goldschmidt. And he hit .294 this year, and he's been on twice in this wild card game. A walk and a single. That brings up Tyler O'Neill. Scherzer has not had that clean inning. They don't make many like Tyler O'Neill.
It's put together, isn't he?
Put together indeed. And he is flexible and fast. And he has really come on this season. Was named the National League Player of the Month for September and October to finish the year. That's how good he has been. He's hitting 25 of 32 games since September 1st, and he's popped 13 homers in the final month and change of the season. 13 homers, 30 RBIs. He comes in here hot. 0-2 the count. Man, a swing and a miss. He'll do that too. And Scherzer wipes him out with a slider. Strikeout number 2 for Mad Max.
One of the few hitters that Max has been able to get on top in the count. And once he does, just has so many weapons to strike you out with. That one, a slider down and away.
And so Scherzer will face Nolan Arenado. When Scherzer is right, a lot of Ks and a lot of outs in the air. And if you're looking for a double play opportunity, Scherzer not typically the guy that can deliver that.
He's got the lowest rate in baseball, only 34.2% of balls end up on the ground.
Arenado flew out to center field his last time up, and a swing and a miss. Let it fly. Arenado was a star with the Rockies, but always had a little hint of question. Could he put up those offensive numbers elsewhere? And he did that in St. Louis. 34 home runs. He drove in 105 this season. High OPS. And that's right off the end of the bat. Beatty fires out at second base. Gets the lead out. Remember, Beatty's in the starting lineup tonight. Dave Roberts felt with the numbers that come in on Scherzer, there weren't going to be a whole lot of opportunities. So he fields it, makes a nice throw, and gets out number 2.
Well, what's nice about this play, for about a half hour before the game, he was out at first base doing exactly that. Fielding ground balls and making the throw to second base. None more important than there. See Goldschmidt all the way in the infield grass.
So Arenado replaces Goldschmidt. 2 outs in the inning. And here is Dylan Carlson now. Cardinals got a first inning run. 1-0 St. Louis as we play here in the third. Carlson reached on the error by Seager that extended the inning. A few extra pitches for Scherzer, but didn't cost him a run. And he whistles that one foul into the net.
That wasn't a foul ball. That was the foulest ball.
He had made up his mind.
He did.
High pitch count here for Scherzer. Took him 24 pitches to get through the second inning, and he only faced 4 batters. Had a strikeout and a walk in the second. This will be pitch number 57 of the game, and that one misses down and in. It's just not clicking right now for Scherzer. You can see it in his body language.
He's just trying to find that slot. Big on mechanics is Max, and just trying to find that one slot where he can throw all his pitches off.
2-1 to count. Switch hitting right fielder Dylan Carlson at the plate, and he takes a strike.
Both pitchers now on 2-1 counts have featured a good breaking ball. Wainwright last inning, and this one right on the outside corner for Max.
Carlson. That'll be foul in the seats. Gets out ahead of another fastball. These are upper level fastballs, 96 upstairs, and he's pulling them that far foul. I think he's looking for a fastball.
Well, I'm just saying, if you're the pitcher, what does that tell you? You want to go to something off speed.
Scherzer has a great changeup. He just landed that curveball, which can be a change of pace as well. See what Smith wants? The change. 2-2 the count, 2 outs. Runner at first. And Carlson rolls that one fair. Beatty makes 2 plays in the 3rd inning. And the inning ends. Leadoff single by Goldschmidt. Down the line. Fair ball it was called. 1-0 Cardinals. Dodgers coming up on TBS, and it is presented by Hankook Tire. The Golden Hour. Southern California. What a sunset it is. Dodger Stadium. Chavez Ravine. Oh. It's a moon man. That strangely reminds me of Don Zimmer, the late great Don Zimmer, with an ode to Bob Uecker. Adam Wainwright will match up against Cody Bellinger to start this inning. Bellinger hitting 8th, a former MVP. It has been a big fall for Bellinger. He has dealt with a lot of injuries. Shoulder surgery after the World Series, on the celebration after a homer. Broke his leg earlier this year on a play at first base, and while a premium defender still, Ronnie, he is hitting 8th in this Dodger lineup, and there was some question whether he would be in the starting lineup or not.
I think the culmination of all those injuries have made it almost impossible for him to get into a groove. And we've seen with many players, Brian, that hitters, when they injure their shoulder, it takes some time before they get that strength back.
Three 3-0 the count on Bellinger. And that one's in there for a strike. Bellinger followed by Scherzer. Dodgers 8-9-1 coming up here. Wainwright retired the side in order in the 2nd inning. Working quickly here, and that one misses. And it's a leadoff walk for Cody Bellinger as we check in with Lauren Shahadi. She's got more on Bellinger. What do you have, Lauren?
Well, you saw Cody's stance. Remember back to the beginning of the season, it was more open with the bat more over his shoulder. Look at it now. It's straight up and down, almost Griffey. Like Dave Roberts told me yesterday, he has more bend in his knee, all in an effort to be shorter to the ball. He said we wanted a higher probability swing, bat through the zone longer.
I mean, 2019, just 2 seasons ago, he was the MVP with 47 home runs and 115 RBI.
Now Scherzer a chance to bunt the runner over. Scherzer is extremely uncomfortable trying to bunt. You might remember he was in a batting cage with the Nationals and was bunting, and it broke his nose.
Yeah, he fouled it right back into his face.
And it's not the best technique, as he holds his hands very low on the bat, but he's up there to try to get a bunt down.
Did he miss a start after that? No, he didn't.
He came right out. He pitched with a broken nose. You're right. So he squares early. Oh, man. And Wainwright sends it upstairs, and Scherzer says, okay.
You got a bat, too.
That was a fastball by design. And Scherzer jumpy, able to pull the chute.
The ball almost by him before he moved.
Scherzer had 3 sack bunts this year. He is on an historic drought at the plate. 63 plate appearances this year. Did not reach base once. 0 for 59 with 3 bunts and 1 sack fly.
When you're bunting against a veteran like Wainwright, there's an expectation level that none of the pitches will be under your chin. And that's why the late reaction from Scherzer.
By the way, Wainwright's due a 4th next inning. 2 balls and a strike. Runner at first, leadoff walk, Bellinger. And Scherzer pulls it back, takes a ball, working the count, and now it's 3-1.
Well, there was a lot of talk by many people about Joe West having a bigger strike zone and how this would affect this game. He's had one of the tightest strike zones I've ever seen him have.
Yeah. You know you're in the postseason when sacrifice bunt attempts in the third inning get a standing ovation. Gets it down. Wainwright has one play. Nicely done, Max Scherzer. Perfectly executed sacrifice bunt. Advances Bellinger to second base. Hey, don't forget, you can follow all the action of the postseason with the MLB app. From real-time tracking of every pitch to in-depth analysis of the games, download the MLB app today. Make this postseason major. 50,000 plus at Dodger Stadium.
2021 hitters hit 184 with runners in scoring position off Wainwright.
Dodgers have their first chance with a runner in scoring position, courtesy of Max Scherzer. Back to the top of the order, second time around now. All three Cardinal outfielders throw the ball exceptionally well. As Betts, that is dropped off the heel of the glove by Sosa. Throw to first, not in time. Betts had stopped, but Goldschmidt was off the bag. And Edmundo Sosa is having some trouble here defensively early. They're going to score that as a base hit for now, but certainly a play that should have been made.
Well, it's a ball that's hit up the middle off the end of the bat. And Sosa got there in time, but kind of mistimed his jump. But Mookie thought that Sosa would make the play, so he stopped. And Sosa still had a chance at first base, but Goldschmidt was off the base. That's a play that you'd expect this defense of Cardinals to make.
That is a bright light shining on the Cardinal shortstop right now. He's had a couple of wobbles. And now it's first and second with one out. And here's Corey Seager. Oh, big swing and a foul. He was right on it. Sinking fastball from Wainwright.
We talked about Beatty having 3 hits on Sunday. So did Seager.
Seager, a big bat. Missed a lot of time this year with a fractured hand. Was hit by a pitch. There's that protective brace on his bottom hand, his right hand. That padding. And Seager fouls that one away. So quickly 0-2. Wainwright settles this crowd. Wonder what's going through the mind of Edmundo Sosa right now. He is in the starting lineup because of his defense. That's Paul DeYoung, a better bat, but also a good defender.
But had a tough year.
He did. Concern from the Cardinal manager, for sure. One misplay is one thing. 2 starts to become a thing. No balls, 2 strikes. Wainwright wants to start over with Molina.
Seager behind in the count 0-2, but this season a .338 hitter with runners in scoring position.
Inning started with a walk. Scherzer bunted Bellinger to second. He stayed put on that little soft liner off the bat of Betts. And now first and second. Cardinals lead 1-0. Dodgers with their first big threat. And Wainwright misses low, smothered by Molina.
To me, when you see that pitch to Seager from Wainwright, that's a setup pitch. He'd be happy for Seager to swing over that in the dirt. But how did he strike him out the first time? That fastball, 2-seamer, tailing on the inside corner. Let's see if he goes back to that pitch.
1-2 the count. Missed inside. 2-2 now. Ronnie introduced you to these talented Cardinal outfielders in our pregame show. Talked about their arm strength. They all throw it well, all three positions, but what they also do well is cut everything off. They are all very fast. Bellinger and Betts aboard. Both can run. And that one misses inside.
They crossed up Molina.
Now it's 3-2.
If he hadn't crossed up Molina, he might have gotten that call. Inside, at the letters.
And now Molina wants to take the slow stroll to change the signs here with Wainwright on the mound. Make sure they're in sync.
Well, the third 3-ball count this inning. They get mixed up there on what Molina called and what Wainwright threw, so you have to talk it over. And also it's a time, 3-2 count, and a guy who has a slow heartbeat, Seager proved it last year, kind of slow the game down a little bit. Make him wait it out.
Got a field full of slow heartbeats. Molina, with all that experience in the postseason, no active player has caught more games than Molina. This is number 101 for him. Pujols is second on that list with 77. And just a moment to quiet down the crowd as best he can, and now back to work. Bellinger and Betts ready to run. One away in the inning. And Seager lays off, and they are loaded up for the Dodgers here in the third inning. And a moment has arrived for Adam Wainwright. Cardinals up 1-0 with a first inning run, and now the Dodgers have loaded him up for Trey Turner, the batting champion in big league baseball this year.
Who on Sunday hit a grand slam in a Dodgers win. Dodgers had 11 grand slams this past season.
See what Wainwright deals. Turner takes, missed it.
Any other pitcher on the Cardinal roster, Mike Maddox would have been out there to talk to them. But with all the experience Wainwright has on the mound, he lets him go.
Great pitching coach of the Cardinals. Lets it ride with a 40-year-old Wainwright in a hot spot. Turner takes ball 2. Interesting note on Turner. While he is very fast, he does hit into some double plays because of the big swing out of the right side. He can also get down the baseline as fast as anybody if he goes to right field or is pushing it that way.
Entered this wild card on a 19-game hitting streak, which won him the batting title.
Over his former teammate Juan Soto, sporting his jersey. Those two were sparring right down to the end, and it was a surge by Turner. Those two were texting each other. Soto said, "I'm coming for you." Turner outlasted them all. Hit .328 this year. Wainwright deals. Turner late. 2-0 fastball, and he was late on it. Trey Turner this year during the 19-game hitting streak, Ronnie, you just mentioned, 31 hits. And the spray chart's pretty impressive, including the 7 homers.
7 homers and 18 RBI.
Didn't take any days off. Finished it strong and won a batting title. Turner late again. 2-2 now. So from 2-0, 2 fastballs by Wainwright. And Turner fouls them both away to the right side.
Down and away, though. Good placement by Wainwright to come back with 2 perfect pitches down and away to Turner. Turner's power up in the strike zone.
Dodgers have him loaded. 3-2. Can't land the curve. Nowhere to put him. Big spot right here. You never know when the moments of the game happen, especially in a win or go home game. And we might be looking at one right here. Turner's been at his best with bases loaded this season. He's got 5 hits and 10 at-bats, a .500 average, and 2 grand slams. And as Ronnie mentioned, one of those coming Sunday in the last game of the year. Full count. Wainwright deals. Turner on the ground, right over the bag. Edman steps on the bag, throw to first, and a double play. Wainwright broke his bat. And Tommy Edman, there was a little danger as that was bouncing over second base. It did not hit the bag. It went right into the glove of Edman. And the Cardinals get a huge double play. And the Dodgers come up empty in the 3rd inning. Still 1-0. St. Louis is fired up still. Wainwright trying to stay calm. And Trey Turner, fastest player in the big leagues, but he bounced into 18 double plays this year.
It's almost impossible to believe.
That was the 5th most in the National League, and a huge double play for St. Louis. Dodgers back to the drawing board. So Max Scherzer back on the mound, still 1-0 St. Louis. And Molina will start it, jumping on the first pitch again.
And what a double play by Edman. Might have thought there was a chance to hit the bag. It did not. And after that became an easy play because no need for a transfer. The reaction.
The emotion of the postseason. That's a pretty familiar look from Adam Wainwright, who has starred in postseasons past with St. Louis.
Really the bottom line in pitching in the postseason, isn't it? Can you make a pitch when you absolutely have to?
He had missed on 3 curveballs in that sequence to get to the 3-ball 2-strike count, and then landed the curveball to get the ground ball double play. Molina 1 for 21 in his career against Scherzer. That includes tonight. Molina swung at the first pitch in the 1st inning. He flew out to center field. Lead man in the 4th for the Cardinals. And Molina, cue shot foul. Now with all that emotion flipping to the Cardinal dugout, Scherzer with a high pitch count early is desperately seeking a quick inning here, or a clean inning. And Molina, they got a man there. Shift is on. Trey Turner, and he'll make the play for out number 1. Take us through the sequence here to get the double play, Ronnie.
Well, after going to a 3-ball count on 3 consecutive hitters, Wainwright is facing Trey Turner. First, curveball that doesn't land. Second one way outside. Comes back with 2 competitive fastballs, 2 seamers that are sinking, that are fouled back by Turner. Misses again. And can he make that 3-2 pitch? He did, off the strike zone, but Turner put it in play.
Yeah, Turner did him a favor. Chased one, 6-pitch at bat, and the result of 4-3 double play. One out for Edmundo Sosa. Sosa, little tapper. Scherzer pounces on it and fires to Beatty for out number 2. This is now set up like Scherzer needs it. Number 1, you have a chance to have a 3-up, 3-down quiet inning. You're also in the 8th spot in the batting order here. That would allow you, unless the Cardinals would make a change, certainly possible, but Wainwright would lead off next inning. This becomes an important hitter here for Max Scherzer. Harrison Bader, the 8th place hitter for the Cardinals.
Had a good at-bat his last time up. Took some close pitches to earn the walk.
Got in a 3-2 count. That was the inning where Scherzer was in a 3-2 count to the first 3 batters in the 2nd. Every National League manager wants a little lightning in that 8th spot in the batting order in front of the pitcher. If you can put one on the board with a home run ball, that's always a bonus. Mike Schilt, Dave Roberts, navigating these historic franchises. And by the way, if you're a uniform person,
yeah.
I mean, these are the best looking uniforms going. I mean, classic National League uniforms of the Dodgers and the Cardinals.
Both wild card games last night and tonight.
Yes. Swing and a miss. Scherzer with a slider. One and two the count. Scherzer looking for his first 3-up, 3-down inning. The Dodgers did not lose a game Max Scherzer started once he was traded from the Nationals this year. 11 starts. They won all 11. And they got him off a hook twice at the end of the year. He gave up 2 games at the end of the season, gave up 5 earned runs. Had an 8.71 ERA in his last 2 games, giving up 10 earned runs. Here's a 2-2, and that one misses. Scherzer wanted that one. Leaning it on Joe West. It's close. Looked like it was down.
You want to say where was that pitch, but you try to not mouth it. Joe West had it right. Looks low.
6 3-ball counts already for Scherzer against the Cardinals. Bader is in a 3-ball count for the second time. And Bader fouls one our way. Appreciate you jumping in front of me like that, Ron. Can count on you.
I'm here to protect you. You got all these notes and these monitors, these iPads, tea.
That's not me. Giving away all my secrets in the Vin Scully press box. Another 3-2 from Scherzer. He's hanging in there.
You can see right in these first 2 at-bats of the night how Bader has improved his approach at the plate. He's a guy that really swung and missed a lot of strikeouts, trying to hit the ball 500 feet. A more disciplined approach.
This will be pitch number 8 to the 8th place hitter who walked his last time up. Scherzer fires, and that hit him. Well, Max Scherzer officially hits Bader, and he'll have the pitcher Wainwright coming up, but that's the guy you know he wanted leading off the next inning. And Scherzer continues to wrestle on the mound with the Cardinal hitters.
He just hasn't had a feel for that slider yet. Throws one good one, a couple of bad ones, and this one he's trying to really just throw it for a strike. Aimed it in there, and it hit the left knee of Bader.
So it's Wainwright with 2 outs. Cardinals will clear that pitcher spot. Wainwright with a sacrifice bunt his last time up. He and Scherzer with sac bunts. Wainwright let it fly and comes up empty on a breaking ball. Scherzer giving up a first inning run. Run scored on a wild pitch. Tommy Edman. That's been it. Oh, look out. Wainwright not getting cheated.
Big tree almost fell hard there. You know, we've seen Wainwright for so long in that Cardinal red, but sometimes forget he was drafted in the first round by the Braves, traded for J.D. Drew in 2003.
Atlanta area native, Georgia native, but a Cardinal through and through. No balls, 2 strikes. And Scherzer puts him away. Stuck with the breaking ball. Cardinals are out. Scoreless inning for Scherzer. Stay tuned for a message brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of MLB.
Non-tendered by the Mets. The struggle, he said, is what drives me. I was never a can't-miss guy coming up. I said, you are now. He just smiled. He's played the most postseason games in Dodger history.
Dave Roberts was talking about him today and just gushing about how he feels about Justin Turner, that he never takes anything for granted. Just a pleasure to come to the ballpark every single day.
He's 36 years of age, was an all-star this year for the second time. And he continues to be just one of the more clutch players the Dodgers have. He and Will Smith, and a lot of the Dodgers showed up in a big way in their World Series run last year. Turner with 27 homers. He hits right in front of Will Smith. 27 homers, matching his career best. He's done that on 3 occasions as a member of the Dodgers. And Turner takes a strike from Wainwright.
You know, this game, Brian, is all about reputation. And once you get that reputation as a AAA or major league player, a versatile player, not a star player, it's hard for a guy to become a star at some point. Yeah. He did it, and with his hometown team.
You got to have somebody to believe in you at some point. And the Dodgers certainly did, as Turner looks at a strike.
Or maybe believe in yourself. He's asking Joe West. That ball was off the plate. Down and away, called a strike by Joe West.
Big question coming into this game with Joe West behind the plate. How much off the plate would he give? It has not been given thus far. That one could be a game changer for Wainwright if he can stay there. Up and in this time. Turner fouls it away.
Most teams feel at some point that Yadier Molina is as good as anyone of stealing strikes off the plate.
One and two the count on Turner. Wainwright pitching with the bases loaded last inning. Walks Seager, facing Trey Turner. And a 6-pitch battle ends up in a double play. Trey Turner chased a curveball out of the strike zone. And the Dodger threat was snuffed out by Wainwright. Still a 1-0 game here in the fourth. Wainwright deals. Turner in the air to left field. He's going to watch it fly. Justin Turner strikes again in the postseason. Postseason home run number 13 for Justin Turner, the Dodgers all-time leader, and he ties the game at 1.
Didn't get flustered when he took a ball that he thought was off the plate. Took a very hard curveball that just missed, and then he didn't miss the hanging curveball from Wainwright.
Nothing better than the back-cracking hug of Albert Pujols in that dugout. Center cut.
Wainwright, you can see that finger off the ball. It stayed inside and up, and Turner just sent it into orbit.
And now Will Smith rips one foul, got way out ahead of it.
Nice view here above the plate as this ball stays in the air a long time.
And got to enjoy every bit of that one. He knew it was gone deep into the Dodger bullpen.
They can't run it down.
401-foot home run for Turner as Smith takes a strike called by Joe West. Down goes Will Smith. Wainwright comes right back after the homer and picks up his second strikeout.
Wainwright doesn't throw many of these pitches, but he'll throw a four-seamer with a little bit of cut on the inside corner. It'll start right at the belt buckle of the right-handed hitter and just move its way towards the plate. Just catches the inside corner.
Here's A.J. Pollock. Pollock, a swing and a miss at the first offering. Say, Ronnie, Last year we were in the bubble in San Diego, no fans. That was one of those moments right there.
It was.
To have the fans back in the stands, the cheers, the roars. And it'll be that way in every venue in the postseason. It's special, not to be taken for granted again.
Every inning that goes by, when you're a team that won 106 games, anxiousness sets in, not only in the dugout, but with the fan.
Knowing you're in a win-or-go-home matchup, and a moment like that can certainly settle an offense down. Now it's up to Wainwright to return the favor here. One out for Pollock as he is late, fouls it away. Justin Turner able to tie it up on a curveball from Wainwright. That's a Lone Depot RBI for every RBI during the NLCS. Lone Depot will be donating $1,000 to the Boys and Girls Clubs of America. That's on top of the over $500,000 they've already donated this year.
Just once I'd like to hit a ball and watch it go. Just once.
He got to enjoy every bit of that one, didn't he? 1-2 the count on Pollock. Stays at 1-2. Cardinals scored their run in the first inning. Tommy Edman scored on a wild pitch. There's two legends right there. First ballot Hall of Famers, Clayton Kershaw and Albert Pujols. Pujols is active and available. Kershaw injured himself this past Friday and will not pitch the rest of the season. Little half swing, did he go? And he is gone. A.J. Pollock is rung up. And Wainwright comes back with back-to-back Ks.
Breaking ball, good one by Wainwright, down and away, and the check swing called by Joe West, the home plate umpire.
I think that was Pollock's argument. Why don't you just ask? Joe West says, I got 5,000 games under my belt. This is the last one. I'll call what I see.
I've got decades of calling check swing.
I've got a country album. Yep. He's been here a long, long time. 54-60, his regular season game total. Jerry Davis just went over 5,000 games as well in St. Louis this past weekend. So going to be potentially 3 umpires retiring at the end of the season. Joe West is one of them. Of course, they told us it's not official until the paperwork is signed, but could be a turnover. Beatty fouls it away. Wainwright has come back strong, and he's quickly ahead 0-2 on Beatty.
These are umpires that umpired when I was playing.
That's right. And they had been in the league a while when you were pitching.
Yeah, you never envisioned Joe as a young pup at some point.
To Beatty. This is low. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Remember Beatty's first at bat, he just missed hitting one out of the ballpark.
He got jammed a touch, didn't he?
Yep.
Maybe a little on the label. It was caught on the track by Carlson in right field. Second time through the batting order for LA, and Beatty takes that one for a ball. Another curve in the dirt by design.
I think that one might have caught the thumb of Molina as he was trying to block that pitch.
Two now. Credit Wainwright at this moment for calming the waters after that Turner home run to tie the game. 2-strike pitch. Beatty able to lay off. On deck, Cody Bellinger.
Watching these two starting pitchers pitch tonight, and the pitch count, bullpen's going to play a big role early in this game.
Beatty gets under that one. Wainwright had him out in front, popped him up. Molina fires the mask. He's got it in fair territory, and that will retire the side. Wainwright calms the crowd down, but it was hopping in here after Justin Turner launches.
CBS is brought to you by Hand Cooked Tire, never halfway. And by T-Mobile, America's largest, fastest, and most reliable 5G network.
4 in the books. And dripping with drama here in the National League wild card game. It's a 1-1 game. Scherzer against Wainwright. Justin Turner homering for the Dodgers last inning to tie it. Now we go to the 5th. And the Cardinals back at the top of their order. 3rd time through the order against Max Scherzer. Edmund Goldschmidt and Tyler O'Neill coming up for the Cardinals.
BA, this is an interesting part of the game. Scherzer is not at his finest. A gutsy effort so far. 3rd time through the order. Your team just tied the game with a home run. Big inning to put a 0 up.
Can find it at any moment. Just struck out a couple of batters last inning. While the Cardinals will be paying close attention to the at-bats 3rd time through. A little bit different story for Scherzer. Still a power pitcher. And the 2-1 to Edman. And that one's in there for a strike. 2-2 to count. Wainwright coming back with a couple of Ks. He struck out 3. Wainwright's given up 3 hits to the Dodgers. Scherzer only 2 hits to the Cardinals. Edman has one of those. Another broken bat and another hit. He's got 2 broken bats and 2 hits here tonight. And the Cardinal leadoff man is aboard here in the 5th inning.
Well, the ball was hit into such a place in the shift with a broken bat hit that Turner wasn't sure if Trey Turner was going to come over and intercept that, so he got a little late start and never got there.
Remember, they flipped those 2 when there's a runner on base. Trey Turner might have had a better chance. That's Joe
exactly.
Kelly getting ready in the Los Angeles bullpen. So Scherzer with 83 pitches here in the 5th inning with nobody out. Edman has already stolen a base tonight. That set up the 1st inning. Edman scored the first and only Cardinal run on a wild pitch.
Scherzer 3rd time through the order this year, best in the major leagues. 158 average batting average against.
Regular season start, you wouldn't even think about having a pitcher up. But in this game, in a winner go home game, and you're in the heart of the order now, you got to have somebody ready just in case. Expecting Goldschmidt to pull on the infield. He's got tremendous power to all fields. And this incredible power hitting trio in the middle of the order. Goldschmidt, O'Neill, and Arenado, each with 30 or more homers this season.
Max is always a little fidgety on the mound, maybe more so tonight.
No balls and a strike to Goldschmidt. Edman at first, leaning, stays put. Goldschmidt takes a ball. Goldschmidt has had some postseason moments himself. Came from the Arizona Diamondbacks. Was in a postseason in his first year 10 years ago, 2011. He's hit 8 homers in his first 20 career postseason games. Has had some success against Scherzer as he takes a ball. Nice pick back there by Smith. Those are the dangerous ones. But good hands, almost like a first baseman fielding a short hop with a catcher's mitt with the one knee on the ground.
Has not found the mark yet with his changeup. Again, with that one knee on the ground, has to make like an infielder. Always a dangerous proposition.
2 balls and a strike. That one's in there. A spinner from Scherzer, a slider on the inner half.
That was the one we were talking about before. Spinning on the inside corner of the plate. And Will Smith sticking it on that inside part of the plate.
Now it's 2-2. There's a leadoff single by Edman. Long pause and a fire to first. Again, Edman, stolen base in the first inning, had 30 steals this year. Cardinals as a team, the fastest team top to bottom in the big leagues.
With 2 strikes, they move Trey Turner over to the right side of the bag. If he has to go to his left on a ground ball, no chance of a double play where Seager is playing.
Don't see many ground balls off of Scherzer. See what he has in mind here. 2-2 the count. And missed badly. 3-2 now on Goldschmidt.
That has been the theme for both pitchers, hasn't it? The 3-2 count.
Seven 3-ball counts in this game, and that already matches a season high. We're only in the 5th inning to the second batter of the 5th inning. Full count. Edman leaning. Starts then stops, and it's ball 4. Goldschmidt on for the 3rd time. 2 walks and a single for Goldschmidt, and now 2 men aboard with nobody out. Hey, you can predict which players will stack the most total bases each day during the postseason and compete to win $20,000. Enter MLB Base Chase presented by Michelob Ultra at MLB.com/base chase. See official rules for details.
Well, Joe Kelly's ready. It's that man right there that has to decide if he's going to take a future Hall of Famer out.
Is Dave Roberts ready? Somebody has to go to the mound and take the ball from him. That's one of the problems.
I wouldn't want to do it.
He's grinding. Kelly been throwing since the start of this inning. Now it's Tyler O'Neill. Anxious crowd at Dodger Stadium. Cardinals with 2 on, nobody out. And O'Neill, boy, he missed badly. This is a spot for Scherzer. You have to be thinking strikeout here. O'Neill does strike out a lot, but he does a lot of damage as well.
Sometimes you're caught guessing and guessing wrong.
Scherzer with 4 walks in this game. Most he's given up as a member of the Dodgers. And a swing and a miss. Might as well stick with that one. That's the pitch he struck him out on in the 3rd inning. And no reason to change at this point. Edman started the inning with a broken bat single. Goldschmidt walks. Here's an 0-2, never mind. Scherzer, a little inside move. Just in case there were shenanigans. That's the only base you can fake to anymore. You can step off and fake, but see what Scherzer does here. No balls, 2 strikes. And he laid off that slider. So now he has told him something. And we'll see if that changes the game plan of Scherzer and Will Smith.
Well, with O'Neill and the power he showed in September and October, probably Edman and Goldschmidt are going to stay put.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Oh, in on his hands. Yikes. A knuckle buster on O'Neill. He was certainly in swing mode right there.
Well, you start leaning over for that slider down and away, and this ball ran right in on his hands.
That's got to sting a little.
Good move just to foul that off.
O'Neill with the 3rd highest strikeout percentage in the National League. But 34 homers as well. 2 men are on, ready for a 1-2, and a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Scherzer climbs with the gas. And the first out, and a strikeout for Scherzer to get that first one in the books.
Caught him in between, thinking slider was coming, and threw it right by him upstairs.
Springing out of the Dodger dugout is Dave Roberts. And he's trying to take the ball. Scherzer shakes his hand. And Scherzer's out. Boy, this is a move here that is going to be talked about.
We talked about it. He did not want to give him the ball.
Shook his hand. And he doesn't like to be touched. Scherzer's out. Dave Roberts is going to turn it over to his bullpen. And here comes Joe Kelly with one out in the 5th inning. The former Cardinal. Pitching change at Dodger Stadium. And the NL wildcard game start since 2011. That was while pitching for the Tigers. Goes right next to Kershaw. 4 to 3rd, Ron. This is a bold move by Dave Roberts.
It's a bold move, and it's after Max Scherzer, who really hasn't been at his best all game long, had his best sequence of pitches, retiring O'Neill. And when you get those thoroughbreds with that kind of feeling going, sometimes they can run it right through and get you out of the inning.
Dodgers play the numbers. Max Scherzer wanted an explanation, went right to the manager. And Dave Roberts just kind of taking it all in. Sometimes it helps to be a good listener. That is certainly going to be a big topic post-game, no matter how this one goes. So Scherzer can only watch. 2 runners that belong to him are on for the Cardinals. Edman at second, Goldschmidt at first. And St. Louis has Nolan Arenado and a former Cardinal on the mound, Joe Kelly. Was once one of their aces. Arenado fidgety in the box. And Kelly hits the outside corner. That is a perfectly placed pitch. Gets him ahead in the count.
50 punch outs, only 15 walks this year for Joe Kelly.
Not sure there are a lot of teams. Maybe the Dodgers are the only team that would take Max Scherzer out of a game in a spot like this. Kelly deals, and that one missed. It was close. You like what you see already from Kelly. That outside corner fastball got some hair on it.
The ball players, when they talk about a fastball, they'll say it's firm. That fastball is firm. St. Louis so far 0 for 6 with runners in scoring position.
2 on, 1 out. Kelly deals, and that one hits the edge. He's staying out there on Arenado.
Kelly inherited 20 runners this year, only 2 scored. So 2 perfect pitches on that outside corner for Kelly. That one off the plate, though.
Kelly trying to get a double play ball out of Nolan Arenado. 1st and 2nd, 1 out. 1 and 2 the count. The long pause. Here he comes. Arenado on the ground. Bouncing ball. Turner gloves it and will step on the bag for the force play. 2nd out. Excellent job by Joe Kelly there in that at-bat against Arenado. 2 gone now. Still 1st and 2nd. 5 unassisted for the put out at 3rd. And Scherzer will see Dylan Carlson come to the plate.
Against Scherzer, Carlson probably had the quickest bat of all the Cardinals. And he'll be facing the heat of Kelly.
At the finish line for the Dodger bullpen is Kenley Jansen. Blake Trinan is as nasty as anyone. He's in front of Jansen, and then this combination of relief pitchers that have had closing opportunities, guys like Corey Knebel and Joe Kelly. And they have enough talent. And remember, you can reset your roster after this game if you advance. Julio Urias is in the bullpen for the Dodgers. And don't forget how great he was in the LCS and the World Series last year. So they're 1 man extra and a very talented pitcher extra in the bullpen if they need it.
There he is. 20-game winner this past season.
Part of the big 3 in the rotation, but for this game, he's in the bullpen, where he has delivered in the clutch before. And I'm sure that was part of Dave Roberts' thinking, knowing he's got that extra arm. Cardinals have the collar tonight with runners in scoring position. They've had some chances. Carlson had one of those at-bats in the first inning. Talented rookie here. He played 3 games in left field in the postseason last year. Still classified as a rookie. And rewrote the Cardinal record books for rookie switch hitters. Hits and RBIs. 2 outs. Goldschmidt at second, Arenado at first. And that gets by Smith, and Goldschmidt heads up. He's on his way. So that's the second wild pitch.
Well, nothing Will Smith could do right here. Just spiked straight down by Kelly. Came up and almost hit him in the face mask.
You want to get in an old barroom brawl. You get the old schoolers and the new schoolers talking about a catcher on a knee with runners on base.
Barroom brawl.
I mean, it couldn't be more opposite. And twice tonight, Smith has been on a knee, and there has been a wild pitch.
Can't fault him there, though. That one was as nasty as it gets.
3 balls, no strikes. Let's see if Carlson has a green light. He does, and he fouls it away.
Boy, in a nutshell, that's how one of the things in the game that's changed, right? Wild card game, rookie up, let him take a hack. To show you how important these wild card games have been. Last night, Garrett Cole taken out in the 3rd. Tonight, Max Scherzer taken out in the 5th.
I feel like the days of 1991, John Smoltz, Jack Morris are long, long behind us. Scherzer 4 1/3. Can only be a spectator now. 1st and 3rd. 2 outs in the inning. Joe Kelly deals a 3-1, little half swing. 3-2 the count. That's a big spot for a curveball right there from Joe Kelly. And now they're up at Dodger Stadium.
Beatty came in to tell Joe Kelly he's going to play behind the runner at first base, Arenado.
Go ahead run at third base. And timeout is asked for and granted. I think that was Carlson. Nasty curveballs. That spike curveball he throws.
Well, if he threw one 3-1, could expect one 3-2.
He throws a ton of curveballs. He's been known to throw a whole inning of curveballs. Never afraid. 1st and 3rd, 3-2 pitch. Runner goes and a swing and a foul. Just got a piece.
Good swing there by Carlson. Got him with the check swing the pitch before. This one, that was a strike. Good swing by the rookie. Big leg kick.
Those are impressive numbers. He's a double play ground ball type pitcher, but also can get a strikeout. 20 inherited runners, only 2 scored. He inherited 2 of Max Scherzer's here in the 5th. Full count, do it again. Runner goes, swing and a miss. He struck him out. Joe Kelly curved him to death. And the move pays off for Dave Roberts. Into the bullpen early. Joe Kelly picks up a couple of Ks and strands 2 Cardinals. And Max Scherzer says, attaboy. Long, and this wild card game goes to the bottom of the 5th. We're all tied at 1. Cody Bellinger leads off against Adam Wainwright. Lands a curveball for a strike. Curveball is always the story for Wainwright. Very rarely gives up damage on the curveball, especially in postseason starts. Wainwright against Cody Bellinger to start it. Looks like a pinch hitter next, as Joe Kelly able to get through an inning. Got Arenado and Carlson. Zach McKinstry will hit next for Los Angeles. Dodgers are carrying 16 position players on their wild card roster, so a 26-man roster. 16 and 10 is the split for Dave Roberts.
Dave Roberts was telling us before the game, it's only about 5 or 6 pitchers he wants to use. He's already used 2.
He goes into that bullpen early with Joe Kelly, and he did the job. Straightens up Bellinger. Gratterall looks like he's going to be next for Los Angeles, and you can hear by the pop of that bed, he brings a little cheese to the party.
Wainwright's got 12 outs in this game, 5 ground outs, 4 flyouts, and 3 strikeouts.
Wainwright deals, big swing and a miss by Bellinger, and there is out number 1 as Wainwright picks up a strikeout, his 4th, and that's his 3rd in the last 4 batters faced.
Well, this is supposed to be a cutter inside. It drifts back out over the middle of the plate, but up enough to get past the bat of Bellinger. This year at 40 years old, Wainwright averaged 6.45 innings per start. That was 2nd in the major leagues.
So walk us through this, Ronnie. Bellinger strikes out. McKinstry goes back to the bench, and Luke Raley is going to pinch hit now.
Well, they were looking for a guy, McKinstry, who is more of a guy that can move the runner. If Bellinger got on, could do a few things. Here, maybe the better hitter, more power.
McKinstry will wait his turn.
Heartbeat still up.
Raley takes the ball. It's one of those games. It's a win or go home scenario. It's an elimination game to start the postseason. Saw the Red Sox take down the Yankees last night. Red Sox will match up against the Rays tomorrow as the AL starts their division series. Awaiting the winner of this game, the San Francisco Giants. The team with the best record in baseball this year.
Raley clubbed the longest homer by a Dodger this year. Coors Field. Not shocking.
And Raley out in front, rolls over 1 foul. 1-2 the count. Matchups galore the rest of the way. Once Wainwright turns the corner here with Raley, it'll be the 3rd time around for the Dodgers as well. Wainwright deals a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Adam Wainwright with a fastball and back-to-back Ks, and all of a sudden Wainwright is looking like Max Scherzer out here with a strikeout.
After he gave up the home run. After he gave up the home run to Turner, he struck out 4 of the next 5 hitters. This was just a 4-seamer on the outside corner.
2 up, 2 down. That's 5 in a row retired after the homer. And Adam Wainwright, not sure what he's got going here. Mookie Betts will stand in. Wainwright was shouting into the Cardinal dugout. Might have something to do with outfield positioning, maybe. Mookie Betts. And buckles his knees. Big sweeper in for a strike. Wainwright looks like he's getting stronger.
Yeah.
Just hit the top of the strike zone with that curve. And the 0-1 on the ground. Big bouncer. Arenado as good as it gets. And there is a 3 up, 3 down inning for Adam Wainwright. We go to the 6th. Molina, Sosa, Bader coming up in a win-the-go position in the Cardinal dugout. His spot due up 4th here in the 6th inning. A 1-1 game. Time for Next Matters Most, presented by Roman. And coming up next out of the Dodger bullpen is Brusdar Graterol.
10 postseason appearances for Graterol, a guy who can throw a sinking fastball at 100 miles an hour to go along with his slider.
Max Scherzer 4 1/3, giving up 1 run. It was earned on a wild pitch in the 1st. Joe Kelly with 2 outs last inning as Molina on the first pitch. Routine ground ball to 3rd for out number 1. in case Wainwright's spot comes up. There is activity in their bullpen. That is their former closer, Alex Reyes.
24 for his first 24, made the All-Star team. Waino wants to stay in just like Scherzer did.
Bat is close, batting gloves on. Just in case Mike Schilt wants to peek over there and see if his heart's in it, which you know it is. Certainly doesn't need to look. One away, here is Sosa. Interesting for Los Angeles. Blake Trinan, normally a 7th inning guy. And he is getting ready for any trouble from Gratterall. That's a jam shot. Slow roll into Trey Turner. And Gratterall getting some weak contact early here in the 6th inning. It's 2 up, 2 down.
And some funny swings.
Hey, during every postseason game, new sports betting customers on DraftKings can bet $1 on either team and win $100 if your teams get a hit. Plus, if you're not in a sportsbook state, everyone can play free for over 50 grand with late inning pools. You can download the DraftKings Sportsbook app, sign up with promo code HEAT. Wainwright has moved on deck. Harrison Bader at the plate. If you want to think along with Mike Schmidt. Mike Schilt, I beg your pardon. Mike Schmidt. What a great player. Oh, he hit him. Second time Bader's been hit by a pitch.
Scherzer got him once, and now Gratterall.
And Wainwright is on his way. So Bader drilled on base for the 3rd time. A walk and 2 hit by pitches.
Both on breaking balls.
Pitcher Adam Wainwright.
Right, and I was going to say, Mike Schilt, what does this tell you that he's running Wainwright back out there?
Well, it's interesting. If Bader were on second base, he might hit for him here. But 2 outs, Bader at first, he lets his pitcher hit.
Schilt going with the opposite philosophy of Dave Roberts. He's going to stick with Wainwright. Remember and Wainwright on the first pitch, no problem for Gratterall. That was a gift for him. Got to face the pitcher with 2 outs. 5 in the books, 5 pitch inning. Bottom of the 6th coming up. Dodgers coming to bat. Are tied at 1. Justin Turner tied it in the 4th inning with a home run off Wainwright. Headed to the bottom of the 6th inning. Maybe the biggest moment in this game came in the 3rd inning. Trey Turner at the plate, the batting champion, and he chased one with the bases loaded and 1 out. It was an inning-ending double play to Tommy Edman. Wainwright got out of the inning, and the most significant play for Adam Wainwright thus far running.
The biggest pitch of the game. The 2 teams that won the most games this year, the Dodgers and the Giants, are the best at not chasing pitches out of the strike zone. That one chased by Turner got Wainwright out of the inning.
Robert Van Scoyoc, hitting coach of the Dodgers. As we take a look inside the numbers presented by DraftKings. That's what Ronnie's just talking about there. 23.5% chase rate. Best in baseball. And the Giants, who await the winner of this, number 2 in that category. So Mike Schilt rolling Wainwright back out there. Corey Seager will start it. Seager, Trey Turner, Justin Turner coming up. And Seager on the first pitch, foul pop, and that's going to hit the 2nd row. The ball is in a strike. Adam Wainwright starting his 6th inning. He's been racking up the strikeouts here lately, Rod. He's got 4 Ks in his last 6 batters faced.
Those are the 6 batters after he gave up the home run to Justin Turner.
Turner's home run was on a curveball. First homer he'd ever given up on a curveball in the postseason. And here's Wainwright, and there's the curveball low. Seager walked his last time up. This game has all the makings of a dramatic wild card game finish. Dodgers are into their pen. Cardinals stick with Wainwright. And Seager jammed, didn't mean to. 1-2 the count. Any trouble at all, and hard throwing Luis Garcia will be on for St. Louis. Mike Schilt has 6 very good relief pitchers.
And they're all hot, too. Makes sense since they went on that 17-game winning streak.
That's what has changed their season. Here's a 1-2 now. Seager, a hot one. Got a man right there in Sosa. Shift was on. Seager is out. And one away here in the 6th inning.
Sosa needed that one. Nice one hopper.
Good call. He's been a little wobbly at short so far today.
This ball hit right on the nose. Curveball away. Another one that almost hit the bag, but doesn't, and Sosa comes up with the play.
Each club with 3 hits. Cardinals scored in the first on a wild pitch. Edmonds scored the run. Earned run against Scherzer, who went 4 1/3 with 3 hits, 1 run, 3 walks, 4 Ks. And will not factor in the decision here as Trey Turner takes a curveball. We showed you that replay of Turner's double play, and the result of it was a curveball out of the zone. Wainwright did not throw a curveball in that sequence of the 6 pitches he threw in the strike zone, and Turner laid off the first 3 but couldn't hold back on the last one, and it cost him. This one does find the zone. 1-1 the count.
Turner hit .341 in this second half. Just saw Wainwright move Bader out of his position in center field.
He knows.
Yeah.
Did he go? He did not.
It's setting up his own defense. Turner.
I think you hear that a lot from Mike Schilt, Mike Maddox. They let the players, I mean, they have input obviously,
That's
but
right.
once the game starts, especially Wainwright, Molina, they kind of run the game. They play the game, play the innings.
Wainwright, 32 starts this year. 24 times he went at least 6 innings.
Turner has lightning in his bat. He's a little guy with great speed, but he popped 28 homers. And Wainwright sticks one in for a strike. 3-2 the count. I think he may have caught Turner guessing there. That was right down the middle. Justin Turner due next. Three-2. Another fastball. Mike Maddox, pitching coach, on the phone to the bullpen.
Well, this will be the call. If he's able to retire Trey Turner here, will they let him pitch to Justin Turner? But if Trey Turner gets on, I'm sure they go to Garcia.
Full count. Tie game, 1 apiece. We're in the 6th inning. Here's Wainwright, and Turner fouls it away. And here's Adam Wainwright now flipping the script a little bit. More fastballs. Last 3 pitches have been the fastball, which at one point was 97, 98 miles an hour. Now it's in the low 90s.
It's a gambit for Wainwright. It's a chess match. He's just trying to outthink you.
See what he does. 3-2. And a slow roller, going to be a tough chance. Arenado has no play. Trey Turner with an infield hit. And the go-ahead run is aboard for Los Angeles.
Good pitch here by Wainwright. Sinker down and in. Just pounded into the ground by Turner. No play for the great Arenado.
Snaps a string of 7 in a row, retired by Wainwright. And with the fire burning hot once again, Justin Turner coming up. Mike Schilt and Mike Maddox are sticking with their man. Molina will set up the play here. Molina might have been sent to the mound by his manager. Justin Turner in the 4th inning to lead off. Long gone. Left the bat at 106, traveled 401 feet. And Wainwright knew it. Tie game to start the 4th. And with Molina on his way to the mound, Mike Schilt is going to take the ball from Adam Wainwright.
Had to make that move.
So Scherzer out, Wainwright out in a 1-1 game. Dodgers have a runner at first and a 1 out. And here comes the flame-throwing Luis Garcia. We'll set him up when we continue.
That move there because of the home run by Turner.
The infield hit by Trey Turner opened the door. So now, with Justin Turner coming up and Wainwright out, all eyes on Luis Garcia making his very first postseason appearance.
See his numbers this year. He had a string of scoreless innings at 25 1/3. He's ditched the 4-seamer to a 2-seamer where he's had better control. Early in his career, he struggled with his control.
Closer stuff, never had closer command, and he's found it in St. Louis. What a moment for him. Justin Turner, who tied this game in the 4th, and he takes a fastball for a strike. Garcia's fastball can hit triple digits. That first one rolled in there at 98 miles an hour. 2-pitch pitcher. He has been one of the saviors in the bullpen for St. Louis. Wade LeBlanc, Luis Garcia, and TJ McFarland, all pickups, and they've completely renovated their bullpen. And now 6 legitimate arms out there that Mike Schilt can call on. But the postseason's different. 1 ball, 1 strike. Molina held it there. Joe West didn't bite.
That 2-seamer again, that was up.
Cardinals set up defensively for a double play ball. Long pause, Garcia, and steps off. It looked like Trey Turner had a little lean going.
Max effort guys take a lot longer to deliver the ball to the plate. Maybe the rest did Garcia well. Scored on in 4 of his last 8 appearances down the stretch.
One game, 2-1 pitch. 3 balls and a strike. Will Smith on deck. Luis Garcia had an out in his contract with the Yankees. He was pitching in AAA. He was dominating in AAA for the Yankees. Took that out, signed with the Cardinals. Got released by the Yankees on the 6th of July. His first game with the Cardinals on the 9th of July. As Turner got jammed in the air left field. That'll stay up for O'Neill. And there is out number 2. Big pitch, big out for Luis Garcia.
That sinking action just jammed Turner enough. Watch the ball run in on his hands. Just a little late.
Two outs. Well, the Dodgers and their fans have seen it over and over again. Will Smith has been as clutch as they come. He's 0 for 2 tonight. A ground out and a strikeout. And Smith takes a strike.
No one hits high velocity better than Will Smith.
Trey Turner still at first base. It looks like he's been trying to get a read on Garcia. Hasn't yet taken off. That long pause, stays put, and Smith takes a fastball strike. Oh, and 2 the count. Couldn't place it out there any better, and now the zone's starting to expand a little bit. This one at 99 miles an hour.
And that 2-seam action starts off the plate and bends right on that outside corner.
Oh, and 2 the count, and now a check on Turner. Mike Schilt calls Luis Garcia the big nasty and has found it with the Cardinals here at age 34. Thought he was going to be out of the game the way it was going. 0-2 pitch in the dirt. Molina smothers. It was Molina who suggested that Luis Garcia ditch the 4-seam fastball. And for whatever reason, the 2-seam grip, the 2-seam way has allowed him to have much better command.
Feels more comfortable holding the baseball that way.
Garcia in a 1-2 count. Here he comes. Smith able to lay off. Good take. And now the count even at 2-2. A.J. Pollock due next.
You can see on the side of that baseball. First breaking ball there from Garcia. Nice take by Smith.
2-2 with 2 outs. Turner at first, and Smith lays off another one. So he's got the slider red right now. He's just laid off a couple of nasty ones. And you got to think Garcia's got to challenge him. They're back up on their feet at Dodger Stadium. 53,000 plus.
A couple of sinkers and 3 sliders. Smith versus the velocity of Garcia.
In a tie game. 2 outs. Turner goes. And it's ball 4. Will Smith draws the walk. First and second now for Los Angeles. Garcia with the Rangers last year, Ronnie, walked per 9 innings, 9.5 batters. An astounding number. 1.5 walks per 9 this year. An astounding correction. He's just walked Will Smith to put the go-ahead run at second base. A.J. Pollock. Been one of the Dodgers' best offensive players all year. Turner's going to be off with a crack of the bat at second base. Anything in the outfield, he's going to score. Garcia deals, and a swing and a miss. Ready to rip on that first pitch. He got a first pitch slider. All those sliders that Will Smith laid off, Pollock could not.
And he threw him a 3-2 slider, so we have the number on Will Smith's velocity. Certainly the Cardinals do too. Pollock this year, 306 batter with runners in scoring position.
And an OPS, 4th best in baseball at 806, combining slugging percentage and on base percentage. It's a big number. Wainwright taken out. That's his runner at second base, Trey Turner. That's a go-ahead run. A 1 pitch. Ball and a strike. Told you earlier, the Cardinal outfielders, they've racked up a ton of assists. They all have excellent arms, and they're all very fast. And where that pays off is when they're charging a ball. But you got the fastest runner in the big leagues at second base.
Also, they can chase him down in the gap as well.
What a game. Belongs to the bullpens now. Kelly and Gratterall have held serve for the Dodgers. Now Garcia. The 1-1. 2 balls and a strike.
What a moment to have to come in your first game in the postseason for Garcia. Even Magic's on his feet.
Magic doesn't just stand up for any moment. Those knees have dealt with a lot.
He's seen half of the moments.
Part of the ownership group here with the Dodgers. The exterior looks pretty calm, but you got to imagine the churn is on inside. Mike Maddox going through the next plans for the Cardinals. They have plenty of weapons down there. Two balls and a strike on A.J. Pollock. Go ahead run at second. Pollock. Little tapper. Garcia waves off Molina. Out at first. What a play by Paul Goldschmidt. Turner was all the way around. Any bobble or a safe call, the Dodgers will take the lead. Trey Turner was flying around the bags from second. Just a do-or-die play. Molina trying to get to it. Garcia instead. Heck of a play by a Gold Glove first baseman to win the inning. Changes for Los Angeles. Double switch for Dave Roberts. Chris Taylor will enter the game in left field. Pollock is out. Blake Trinan on the mound for Los Angeles as he takes over as we go to the 7th inning.
Maybe one of the more important relievers in the game, having an outstanding year. Garcia got out of that inning with that calling off Molina to make the play.
That was a high wire act. That could have been a run, maybe 2 runs if he throws it away. Goldschmidt made the play. Tommy Edman takes a strike. Man, this was now and also watch as this one results. Yeah. Watch Turner coming to the screen ultimately.
Well, it was an easier play for Molina, but as soon as Garcia made the play, Molina came back to the plate to try to be there in case Goldschmidt would throw it to him.
And the stakes, Turner leading from second, flying.
And there's no way they were going to have a play at him at home.
Would have been the go-ahead run. Paul Goldschmidt shows the Gold Glove form right there and makes a play.
This is Trinan slot. 4th time through the order. Edman leading off.
And Edman a swing and a miss. Trinan with a strikeout to start the inning. Dave Roberts believes in his bullpen, and he believes in this guy more than anybody in his bullpen.
First saw Trinan come into the league. He was mostly a sinker slider guy. Did not have great control, but now has great control. Can even throw that 4-seamer up in the zone.
Signed a 2-year deal with the Dodgers, knowing he probably wasn't going to be the closer unless Jansen faltered. But what he gets is the opponent's best part of the lineup, and sometimes for multiple innings. As he misses to Paul Goldschmidt.
Double switch here, so it lets you think that he might be out there for 6 outs.
Now for the Dodgers, Chris Taylor will hit 3rd in the bottom of the 7th. They'll have Beatty, Bellinger, and Taylor due up, but a lot of weapons on the bench too. 1-0 to Goldschmidt. That one's in there. Sometimes it looks like Trinan's throwing a wiffle ball. With the velocity and the movement, his slider, he can shape a couple of different ways, throw it at a couple of different speeds. And he also has a 99-mile-an-hour fastball like that one.
That was the wiffle ball slider. It's not only the break that he has on his pitches, it's how late it breaks, which makes it so difficult for hitters.
2-1 to count. Trinan deals. Picked by Smith. 3-1 now.
Goldschmidt has already walked twice in this game.
And he just made the defensive play of the game for the Cardinals. Not an easy play for a first baseman. Max Muncy dislocated his elbow Sunday on a play just like that. A swing and a miss. Goldschmidt let it fly. Fastball from Trinan, now 3-2. This game tied at 1. Been that way since Justin Turner homered to start the 4th. After the Cardinals scored in the 1st. Trinan deals. Ground ball out to Seager. No problem. 2 up, 2 down. Gives us a chance to remind you that Play Ball is baseball and softball's initiative to highlight the fun and accessible ways to play the game for all. Find a league near you. Go to playball.org and follow @playball on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. 2 outs. Tyler O'Neill. Shift is on. Expecting O'Neill to pull on the ground. Trinan throws that to the screen. Nobody warming in the Cardinal bullpen, Ronnie. That would lead you to believe Garcia's on his way back out. He got 2 key outs. At the bottom of the order coming up in the 7th. 2-0. Wonder if Molina's had a chat with him yet. Don't ever field a ground ball like that again. Give you a pass this first time.
Especially, well, because you made the out.
Buckled him. 2-1 now.
Only guys on the bench.
Trinan, and that one misses. So a 3-1 count. Remember, he was behind the Goldschmidt, came back, got him on a 6-3 grounder.
And he challenged him with a sinker in against Goldschmidt. Let's see what he chooses to do against O'Neill.
Arenado on deck. O'Neill with big power. He's 0 for 3, couple of Ks. And he lost him, ball 4. 2 out walk. St. Louis has the go-ahead run on. And Nolan Arenado coming up. Easy decisions with Trinan on the mound right now for Dave Roberts. There will be nobody else unless it's Jansen, possibly Urias later. You could see a scenario where Trinan and Jansen would try to give him the last 9 outs if they take the lead.
Arenado trying to have his first Cardinal postseason moment.
Arenado has reached twice, both on fielder's choice. 0 for 3. Crowd is quiet. Anxious. A 106 win team. The defending champions, who matched a franchise record for wins in a season. If you'd have laid those parameters down to the Dodgers before the year, home run. But the Giants won 107. And it is the Dodgers who have to grind through a wild card game against the 90-win Cardinals.
Well, I think it's quiet here because Arenado in a Colorado uniform probably had many moments here at Dodger Stadium. In the postseason, though, 4 for 24 for Nolan.
And a lot of early exits. Trinan deals. Arenado tracks one in, takes a ball. Arenado loves St. Louis so much. He had an opt-out in his contract after they clinched a postseason spot. He went to John Mozeliak's office himself the next day and told him, I'm in. I'm not opting out. Just wanted you to hear it from me. Go ahead and run it first, and Arenado trying and buckled him. Slider's nasty. It is such a tough pitch. I've heard hitters say you don't see spin. You don't see it like normal sliders,
like
with
other
the dot.
people's sliders. Well, he really tunnels those 2 pitches, right? The one ball run in on you, the slider runs away from the right-hander. Runner
Goes, and a swing and a foul. Arenado hanging in there. O'Neill, who can fly. 1 and 2. And here come the Dodger fans again. 1-2 pitch. He was on it.
Got a pitch. First hanger from Trinan. These are the pitches that keep hitters up at night.
'88-mile-an-hour slider. One ball, 2 strikes. Again, O'Neill takes off, pitch in the dirt. That'll be a stolen base for Tyler O'Neill. He picked the right pitch to run on. Smith had no chance. Did a good job to block it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, O'Neill might go to third. Nice play back there by the Dodger backstop.
And just catches it on the right hip to keep it in front of him.
St. Louis with their second stolen base. Their first one ended up leading to a run in the first. That was by Edman. How about that? Trinan, that's about as dominant as it gets. 1 for 32 with 2 outs, runners in scoring position. But Arenado's on the other side of that, one of the best in the National League in go-ahead RBIs. Stays alive. 2-2 the count.
Cardinals only have 3 hits in this game. All came with 2 strikes.
2 of those from Tommy Edman, which were both broken bat hits off Scherzer. The 2 food groups for Trinan, sinker, slider, and both of them are excellent. See what he does. Cardinals with a go-ahead run at second base. O'Neill will be off with a crack of the bat. 2-2 pitch. Arenado pops it up. Foul territory. Beatty is over with room. Inning over. Trinan holds serve. A 2-out walk. A stolen base leaves him stranded at second. All tied at 1. Stretch time in the wild card game. Max Scherzer are out. Wainwright saw Garcia get through 1. Scherzer saw Joe Kelly strand 2.
They were totally invested in their relievers tonight.
Each exiting the game with 1 earned run. We are tied at 1. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Matt Beatty leads off. Garcia continues for St. Louis. Now the Cardinals do have a couple of lefties in their bullpen, but Garcia will start this inning with Beatty and Bellinger coming up. 2 left-handed bats. Max Muncy injured Sunday, not on the roster. Beatty got the start for him. And he's made some nice plays over at first base, but no issues over there. TJ McFarland is the lefty that comes on when there are runners on. He's a ground ball machine, and he's getting queued up for that moment. Matt Beatty 0 for 2 on the ground. Shift is on. Out number 1. Hey, get your game on at MLBshop.com. Authentic on-field caps, tees, hoodies, and more. You can get all your postseason gear and wear what the champs wear at the official source, MLBshop.com.
I wonder if Schilt had brought in McFarland, if Albert Pujols would have batted for Beatty.
Good question. And you wouldn't think about leaving a right-hander against Cody Bellinger in years past. Different Cody Bellinger this year. Garcia stays. Shift is on. Tight Cardinal infield. But remember the rookie Edmundo Sosa at short. He's had a couple of bobbles tonight. Did make a play a moment ago on a nice hop. Needed that one for his own psyche. Playing in his first postseason game. Cody Bellinger. Big swing. Dodgers have Corey Knebel in their bullpen, a former closer in Milwaukee, an all-star closer at that. And he is preparing for the St. Louis 8th. Dylan Carlson, Yadier Molina, and Edmundo Sosa.
We thought we'd see Trinan for 2 innings.
There was a double switch, and Taylor is due next. But it looks like Knebel instead of Trinan. Garcia deals, and Bellinger into right field, sinking fast, down. Base hit, Cody Bellinger. In a year that has gone all wrong for Bellinger. A year of injury, hitting 8th in the lineup. Probably starts this game because the absence of Muncy, he delivers with a key hit here in the 7th.
0-2 hit here in the 7th. Breaking ball, middle of the plate. Good swing by Bellinger. The topspin kept it down in front of Dylan Carlson.
89-mile-an-hour splitter. Garcia has a man on to deal with now. Garcia issued a one-out walk last inning, got through the inning. Chris Taylor's first at-bat came in on the double switch. He's the left fielder now. Go ahead, run at first. Taylor on the first pitch. A pop-up in the infield. And Goldschmidt will make the call in the catch. 2 men are out now in the 7th. And Taylor, another struggling hitter, comes up empty in his first at-bat.
You're just not used to Taylor not getting a start in the postseason. But coming into this game, he had been 8 for his last 72.
Top of the order, the Mookie chants and Mookie Betts. Betts destroyed Cardinal pitching during the regular season. Hit .462 against him. And he takes a strike. Garcia with that power fastball. That one in there at 100 miles an hour. Here comes Garcia. Betts takes a ball. Like Will Smith, Mookie Betts is a tough hitter to get a high fastball by or a velocity fastball by. Hasn't been the same kind of Betts season that we're all accustomed to. A former MVP with the Red Sox, but still a major threat. Has a hit here tonight. Runner takes off. Bellinger thrown to second. One hop safe. Bellinger steals a bag off Molina. The ultimate risk. And Molina did not get off a good throw. And now the Dodgers have the go-ahead run in scoring position.
Well, Garcia did not hold him close. So even the great catchers, when they're rushed, will sometimes not make a proper throw. That one on one hop. Look at the jump by Bellinger. And this ball one hopped to Edman, and just that hop enough to get him in safely.
It was close. If it's in the air, maybe. The ground took a lot of steam off of it. Molina just tried to hurry his throw, knowing Bellinger got a great jump. They took a quick check of the Cardinals in case they wanted a challenge. They did not. Remember, you get 2 challenges in the postseason prior to the 8th. Stage is set now. Big opportunity for Los Angeles. Betts half swing. He goes. A strike on Mookie Betts, a swinging strike, and it's 2-2. Stolen base has been a big part of this game. It's a third tonight. First one by a Dodger. Bellinger will run with a crack of the bat, and that's in the air. Playable, no problem for Bader. Waves everybody off. And Luis Garcia, the dream season continues. 2 huge innings across the 6th and 7th. Goes 5 outs. And here we go, 8th inning, 1-1 game. Cardinals coming to bat here. And the spotlight is on. This game is coming to a memorable conclusion, it feels like. By the way, Blake Trinan back on the mound, so your instincts were right, Ronnie.
Yeah.
We saw Knebel loosening. Billy McKinney takes over at first base.
Known more as an outfielder.
Dylan Carlson, a swing and a miss.
Trinan this year 13 times threw more than an inning for the Dodgers.
Facing the switch hitter Carlson, who is 0 for 3, reached on an error in the first inning. Cardinals got a run in the first. Justin Turner tied it with a home run off Wainwright in the 4th. Wainwright and Scherzer each give up an earned run tonight. And Trinan misses down and in. The story at first base is going to be a big one if the Dodgers advance. Who plays there? They have a number of options. Beatty started the game tonight with Muncy out. And now McKinney in there. That one misses. Trinan, that was a cut fastball at 94. Normally the setup man for Kenley Jansen. Trinan deals and Carlson fouls it away. Dave Roberts went to his bullpen early, took Scherzer out, which was brave enough on its own merit.
Yep.
But it worked. Joe Kelly, with men on base, able to get through that inning. You saw that reaction by Scherzer. He pounded on the top of the dugout. That was with 2 men on. Kept the game tied. On the ground, shift is on, and a base hit for Carlson. Nobody home over there at third base. And a beautiful piece of hitting by the rookie Carlson. St. Louis has a lead man on here in the 8th.
We'll see the pitch from Trinan. It's supposed to be inside, but it was outside, and that allowed Carlson to work the ball that way. He had been trying to pitch him that entire bat inside, and on that one just played pepper with the left fielder.
The humble approach. We heard it in 2018 from Red Sox manager Alex Cora. We got Corey Knebel, the right-hander we saw last inning getting ready. Vesey is the left-hander. Right now it's Trinan. Here's Yadier Molina again on the first pitch. Goes down to a knee. Yadier Molina has swung at the first pitch in each of the 4 at-bats tonight. And he has not been able to deliver yet.
Well, he was trying to hit this one into the next county.
He is an ambush hitter, as they say. One of the highest first pitch swing percentages in the game. And he lays off that one.
If you're Carlson and you're not going to steal the base, then you really have to be ready and prepared for that slider in the dirt. Maybe take advantage of a pitch that gets away from Smith.
Molina is a prime double play candidate. A slow runner. And a chase. Got him way out in front. Molina missed a good chunk of the last week of the season with a shoulder injury. And he does not look quite himself.
And I don't know if it's his shoulder or on that first swing he really tweaked his knee or leg, it looked like.
Down in the count, a ball and 2 strikes. And a check on the runner at first. One thing to keep in mind here with the Dodgers defensively, Trey Turner is a shortstop. And he has not been comfortable with the double play turn at second base.
But if Molina hits a ground ball to the left side, he can take his time.
There's not many flaws in Trey Turner's game. He's likely going to be the shortstop for a long time with the Dodgers next season and beyond. But that is a player, he's played a lot of second base coming over to Los Angeles, but there's not a safety net for him at second base. Just put that in your pocket for now in case it comes up. These players know that pressure of this moment. One miscue, one misstep could cost him a season. Runner takes off. Carlson, Molina in the air to left. He got jammed. Long run for Taylor. And he'll make the catch. Carlson will retreat. First out of the 8th inning for Blake Trinan.
Carlson barely crossed that bag at second, but retouched it on the way back, so all good.
And now with a runner at first and 1 out. Yeah, let's check Carlson here. Touched it there. Ooh, I don't know.
I think the left foot got it. Maybe
You think so?
Well,
I don't
Dave
know.
Roberts wants to check it.
I don't think so. You have to retouch the bag on your way back. I think this may go for an out. I don't think he touched the bag on the way back. Now, maybe the side of his foot brushed against the base.
Well, they've had their people take a look, so
They're pretty confident in there, aren't they? I think Carlson knows it.
so he touches it with his right foot. Then he has it with his right foot, but then comes back, and does he touch it there? Maybe not. Boy, we see this happen all the time at the major league level, which always shocks me each and every time.
Joe West, the crew chief, on the headsets. Chelsea, New York, the replay umpires. Dodger fans just getting a look at this replay here. You saw Joe West take a peek. Las Diaz, the second base umpire, with his back to us. Call's going to come from Joe West once they give him the ruling from the replay center in New York. Once you touch the bag, you have to retouch it on your way back. If he never touches the bag, he doesn't have to.
Yeah, but our looks so far, you can't say definitively he did or didn't.
And there was no call on the field by Las Diaz. Now in New York, in the replay center, they can stitch all kind of different angles together.
And you know, certainly during the regular season, try to be as quick as they can be on these calls. In the postseason, sometimes they'll take an extra look or two to make sure.
Touched it there. Yeah,
It's hard to tell.
hard to tell. Zooming out for the next moment there. And okay, hands to the headsets. Here comes the call. This is a big one right here, folks. Joe West says safe. Oh, not enough evidence to overturn. Oh, it's worth a try. You get two challenges prior to the eighth inning. Anything eighth inning on, and then you can ask the umpires to take a look. They certainly would. So yeah, I think that's it. I mean, who knows, but no evidence to overturn that. Carlson a wipe of the brow. So one out. Let's reset it here. 1-1 game. Edmundo Sosa at the plate.
All these delays when they come with replay, I always say, feels like it affect the pitcher who's been out there waiting for the call to be made.
Like icing the kicker a little bit, huh? Blake Trinan pitching in his second inning. He's gotten 4 outs thus far. That one's hit hard to left field. Taylor makes the play. It's a catch. It didn't look pretty, but it is effective, and it's a second out of the inning.
That was one of those cases that had so much topspin on it. About 20 feet away, he probably started to doubt his decision to come and catch it. But he just picked it off the turf.
Makes the play. Trinan says, thank you very much. And that's the end of the line for Blake Trinan. Nice words for Joe West on his way out. 5 outs for Trinan. 2 outs in the 8th inning, and here comes Corey Knebel. 1-1 game, pitching change in the 8th. Corey Knebel, he's been in the hot spots before. Missed a good chunk of the season with a lat injury, and he is on to try to get the final out of this 8th inning with a runner at first base.
First batter faced for Knebel this year. They are 2 for 19.
Harrison Bader has been on all 3 times. He's been hit twice. A 1-1 game. Cardinals have the go-ahead run at first base in the speedy Dylan Carlson. Knebel is a pitcher you can run on. Takes a little while to unload it. He deals. Bader takes a ball. Harrison Bader gives him a lot of punch at the bottom of that strike zone. He just laid off a tough 97-mile-an-hour fastball. Knebel has a great curveball as well. Big swing and a miss. Bader let it fly. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Another fastball from Knebel.
2 in a row, 1 just missed. This one up and in.
Still with a lot of injuries. Tommy John. But he's been at the mountaintop as one of the top closers in the game with the Brewers a few years back. In a big spot here. Here's a 1-1. And that one's in there right through the heart. Caught Bader guessing. 3 straight fastballs. And now it's 1-2.
Hit through the heart of the plate, but 97 miles an hour.
And with wild card game pressure. Carlson the runner at first. Knebel checks on him. Certainly a call from the Dodgers dugout. Ronnie saw the same thing. He was leaning at first base. You pointed at him. Yep.
Consistency right there.
One and 2 on Bader, and another check on Carlson at first. Pretty significant play at second base, whether he retouched the bag or not. No conclusive evidence. Inning would have been over. Instead, the Cardinals still have a chance with 2 outs in the 8th inning. Knebel has not pitched in the postseason since 2018. That was against the Dodgers as a member of the Brewers in Game 7 of that NLCS. Misses with a fastball. From Georgetown, Texas, and the University of Texas. Feels like the Dodgers have a whole bullpen full of closers.
They're going through them, though.
They are. And that's the goal for the Cardinals. Keep churning through. Dave Roberts started early. It's worked so far. He started with Joe Kelly in the 5th inning. Took Max Scherzer out 4 1/3. Wainwright went 5 1/3, each giving up 1 earned run. 2 and 2 on Bader. Late, fouls it away. Bader, very fast runner. Slow rollers, little tappers, make it a tough play. Lars Nootbaar, the 4th outfielder of the Cardinals, is due next. 2 and 2. Do it again. And Bader fouls another one off. Man, Bader has seen some pitches in this game tonight. He's walked, he's been hit twice. He's been able to spoil a number of offerings by the power Dodger pitchers.
Casual bat flip every time by Hader.
Got some style, there's no doubt. Best hair in the ballpark. Another 2-2 offering from Knebel. And curveball missed. Oh, Smith stuck the landing. And that one didn't miss by much. Curveball from Corey Knebel right at the top. And a good call.
What a snapper. Almost got it back in the strike zone.
Smith made it look really good. And I'm sure Joe West said something to Will Smith like, hey man, you're making me look bad. How about the take though? Something got loose in the outfield. Ball boy retrieves it. Only adding to the drama here. Does he dare throw him another one? Oh, he shakes him off twice. He wants a curveball. 3-2 the count, 2 outs. Carlson takes off, and Bader swings and misses. Corey Knebel stuck with his swing and miss pitch, and gets just that. Inning over. Knebel holds serve. Cardinals strand a runner at first. The Uncle Charlie. And this is going to be a TBS presented by Hankook Tire. Boy, what a game. 1-1. Paul DeYoung enters the game at the shortstop position. A double switch. Giovanni Gallegos, now the Cardinal closer, and he is on for the bottom of the 8th, Ronnie.
Yeah, he set a franchise record this year in September with 11 saves. Did not start out as the closer. Alex Reyes did. Involved in that trade at the deadline for Luke Voigt in 2018.
He is not an overpowering fastball pitcher, but he is a strike throwing machine. And first ball swinging. Seager comes up empty. Seager, Trey Turner, Justin Turner. You want to know who your best reliever late in the game is? The guy who faces those three.
Yeah, see who they're pitching against.
8th inning. Game is tied at 1. Been that way since Justin Turner went deep in the 4th. And a swing and a miss. Gallegos has a nasty slider. It is a straight down slider. And he'll throw it at any count. He is not afraid. Wants a fastball upstairs. Here he comes. Seager fouls it back.
Gallegos is one of the great relievers in the game that no one knows about. Since the start of 2019, on base percentage against him is .237. That's 3rd best in the major leagues. His whip is .85.
It's just so hard to put a guy who throws 93, 94 miles an hour in the closer's role unless you falter somewhere, especially with all the triple-digit fastball pitchers they have.
That .085 whip, the only pitchers that are better, Liam Hendricks and Hader.
Wow. 2 closers, White Sox and Brewers. Giovanni Gallegos. Corey Seager, lead man up here in the Dodger 8th with Trey Turner next. Gallegos deals, and a swing and a miss. He struck him out. He went back to his bread and butter, got him with a slider. There is out number 1 for Gallegos.
I mean, this slider more like almost the curveball. Straight down, 12-6. Nice block by Molina.
Five pitches, he threw 1 out of the strike zone. And that was by design to try to get a swing. Seager's gone, 1 away. And now it's Trey Turner. 1 swing of the bat changes this game quickly. The winner moves on to play the Giants Friday. Loser, season over. Turner on the ground, foul. Cardinals have used Garcia for an inning and 2/3. Gave up a hit and a walk. Got out of a couple of tough jams. He followed Wainwright, who went 5 1/3. 1 earned run against Wainwright. The home run by Justin Turner in the 4th. No balls and a strike. Turner, base hit, left field. Trey Turner, a single to left. And the Dodgers have the go-ahead run aboard once again. Juan Soto telling him to run. I don't blame him.
First bad breaking ball from Gallegos. Laced to left field by Turner. Stays hot in the wild card.
And the Dodgers have the man they want at the plate right here. Saw Clayton McCullough, first base coach, having a chat with Trey Turner. If there was ever a time to steal a base, it could be now. The other side of that, Turner's in scoring position right now at the plate. Justin, that is. Tie game. Bottom of the 8th. Gallegos against Justin Turner. And a long pause and a step off.
It's almost by reputation. No one wants to run against Molina, but Bellinger has.
Bellinger had a key steal last inning after delivering with an 0-2 single, but the Dodgers could not deliver him. Turner leans, Trey, and another check on him. All these calls coming from the Cardinal dugout. In the regular season, Yadier Molina threw out 41% of would-be base stealers. That is a very high number.
One hop, the only throw he had tonight.
Been nursing a shoulder injury. First pitch to Justin Turner, and he takes a strike. Other side of that, if you're Trey Turner, you're trying to get as much attention as you can from Gallegos. One slip against Justin Turner, and the Dodgers have the lead. A one-out single after an opening strikeout to Seager. Every dive back to the bag takes a little out of the legs of Trey Turner.
Well, it takes a little out of the legs, but also takes some of the concentration away from the pitcher having to make the pitch against Justin Turner.
32 stolen bases during the regular season. Trey Turner. No balls and a strike. Only one delivered to the plate thus far. Here's another one. And a swing and a miss. Boy, a big rip by Justin Turner. And it's 0-2 now. A fastball from Gallegos.
Gallegos with the answer. No.
And look at
Hasn't lost his concentration.
Location of that pitch. Yeah. That's a ground ball double play waiting to happen. Impeccable command from Giovanni Gallegos. Back to the bread and butter. Turner is a deadly breaking ball hitter. Sliders on its way. No balls, 2 strikes. Be a good pitch to run on. Turner stays put, and a pick by Molina. Oh. Man. Yadier Molina, a vacuum behind home plate.
Again, when you're catching a pitcher with the impeccable control of Gallegos, this comes out of nowhere sometimes and surprises Molina. Doesn't block it, just backhands it.
That's why that gold patch is on his glove. He's got a bunch of them. 1-2 now. See what Gallegos has in mind. Steps off.
Whatever that play is, don't put that on anymore. That was very awkward. He didn't know whether to raise his arm or step off first. Luckily, stepped off.
His heart wasn't in it. Back to it. Wants a slider, Molina. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Justin Turner at the plate. And a swing and a miss. He got him. Molina blocks it. Trey Turner stays put. Giovanni Gallegos picks up his 2nd strikeout and retires a tough hitter.
We were talking about Trinan before. Doesn't seem like hitters can pick up this breaking ball from Gallegos as well. Good block by Molina. The traditional way.
Crowd is quiet again. Well, what a game. This is going to be a classic finish. Going to be a final at-bat win for someone tonight. Go ahead and run it first, and the speedy Trey Turner. Will Smith now, Mr. Clutch for the Dodgers.
Boy, in a winner-go-home game, you just question why this wouldn't be the best time to be aggressive and try to catch a bag, steal a bag.
I'm with you, especially with as many sliders as Gallegos is throwing. That would be the ultimate pitch to run on. Easy from up here. There's pressure with a base runner too. Dave Roberts knows all about that. First pitch to Smith. And a shot to short. Caught by DeYoung. Up the ladder he goes. Just into the game. And a vertical leap to pull that one down. Paul DeYoung makes the play. Dodgers strand a batter. DeYoung will lead off when we head to the 9th. The ball will find you. And now DeYoung has a defensive play and a big at-bat coming as we go to the 9th inning in a tie game in the wild card game. Kenley Jansen, the Dodger closer, is on here in the 9th in a tie game. Reemerged as a bona fide closer in the big leagues this year with those 38 saves, and he's reworked his game a little bit, Ron.
Well, he has. Every closer seems to have that moment in the season. He blew 3 straight saves, July 18th to 22. Since then, 30 games, 1.17 ERA, 17 for 17 in saves.
Jansen more curves, more sinkers these days. Still has that great cutter. Paul DeYoung will lead off. We're in the 9th inning, National League wild card game. Coming right down to the end here. And a swing and a miss by DeYoung. Good chance to remind you that throughout the regular season, extra inning rules meant a runner was at second base to start an inning. That is not the case in the postseason. Play it straight. No extra innings runner if we should go to extra innings. Swing and a miss. 0-2 the count. Kenley Jansen gets ahead quickly. That was the sinker.
Yeah, certainly not a save situation here, but just to show you how dominant he's been the last 30 games.
Got that little hitch.
Double swivel with the hips.
Reminds him to keep closed. He deals, and the curveball is fouled away. There's the other new wrinkle for Kenley Jansen.
He's throwing a 2-seamer to go with that cutter, to go with the curveball. Used to be just primarily cutter all the time.
And now a rare closer with 4 pitches. 0-2 the count. DeYoung made that leaping catch to end the inning. His first at bat of the night. And what a moment here. The 0-2 is upstairs. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That was the Jansen cutter.
This postseason allows for players to erase with 1 swing of the bat a difficult year.
Had some injuries, got hit in the hand. DeYoung, wrist injury, lost his job to Sosa, but here he is in the 9th in a 1-1 game, and a swing and a miss. He chased one. Jansen goes upstairs with the fastball, picks up the strikeout to start the 9th.
19 to the end.
Jansen still got enough on the top of the strike zone to throw it by hitters. Not close there by DeYoung.
Dodger relievers have only given up 1 hit. Kelly to Gratterall, Trinan an inning and 2/3. Knebel got the last out of the 8th. No runs, only 1 hit allowed. Top of the order, Tommy Edman. Switch hitting second baseman. And he jumps on the first pitch. Betts coming in, pulls it back. A base hit for Tommy Edman. An ambush by Edman, a single to right. Again, the Cardinals have the go-ahead run on.
Well, Edman hasn't hit it hard, but he's hit it in the right spots. Just like his first hit, this one drops in front of Mookie Betts in right field. Brian, last 5 years, opposition against Jansen, 47 for 47 in stolen base attempts.
Feels like an automatic run here. Edman stole a key base in the first. He scored the lone Cardinal run. After Justin Turner homered to tie this game, the Cardinals have had the go-ahead run on in each of the last 5 innings. 1 out. Jansen, a courtesy check on Edman. That would be his C move, maybe his D move. I'm not interested, or I'm not sure he's interested in
does he have an A or B
firing
move?
one over. Closers always have this mentality of, I'll just take care of the batter at the plate. Most closers you can run on. And another check on Edman. Tommy Edman, 30 steals this year, 4th best in the big leagues. The steal success percentage at 86%. That's a great number.
Gave you that 47 for 47, 10 for 10 this season off Jansen.
6 hits for Goldschmidt against Jansen. This is the Cardinals' best bat at the plate right now. And a strike from Jansen. Couple of courtesy looks over at Tommy Edman and delivers one right down the middle at 93 miles an hour against Paul Goldschmidt. These are 2 name brands here, Goldschmidt and Jansen. Runner goes, swing and a miss, throw to second, the tag not in time. A stolen base for Tommy Edman, his second bag of the night. And the Cardinals have the go-ahead run in scoring position now.
3 hits, 2 stolen bases. It's what Edman has done all season long as a leadoff hitter for these Cardinals. Just gets underneath the tag. But huge jump. Smith makes a good throw, but underneath the tag.
Big stolen base. And now Edman in scoring position for Paul Goldschmidt. 0-2 the count. Best arm for the Dodgers in center field, and Bellinger. Betts throws well, as does Taylor in left. Long pause. Here he comes. Goldschmidt. Down he goes. Jansen. A big strikeout here in the 9th inning. Out number 2.
Would you say I'll just take care of the hitter? And a big breaking ball. Perfect pitch by Jansen to retire Goldschmidt.
It's officially called a slider. It's got a curveball shape, and it has totally changed Kenley Jansen's season. 2 gone, 2 strikeouts, and here is Tyler O'Neill.
Cardinals 0 for 10 tonight with runners in scoring position.
Traffic everywhere all night. There has not been a 3-up, 3-down inning. Jansen fires. Jump ropes. Tyler O'Neill takes ball 1. Tyler O'Neill can hit the ball as far as anybody in the game. As we've seen, he strikes out a lot as well. He has the other steal on the night, O'Neill. Edman has 2 stolen bases. O'Neill has the other.
He'll take a base hit.
He's emerged as one of their best players. Did not play in the final game of the wild card series last year against San Diego. Was not in the lineup. Now times have changed for Tyler O'Neill. Two and 0 the count. Oh, swing and a miss. Big hack. Cutter. 2-1. Nolan Arenado due next. In the Cardinals' 17-game winning streak, they hit a bunch of homers, but they took that humble approach. Shortened up swings. Put the ball in play. Did all the little things right. 2-1. O'Neill had a notion. Holds back. 3-1 now. Wainwright standing tall in that dugout. Pumped. 5 1/3 tonight for Wainwright. At age 40, gives up 1 earned run. He's calling it.
Calling the ball 4.
Ball 4, maybe change up. I don't know. 3-1 the count. In there. Clutch. Pitch. Jansen hits with the fastball. All rise at Dodger Stadium.
Call for the fastball in. This one darts the outside part.
Edman will be off with a pitch. 3-2 and a swing and a shot down the right field line. Slicing Betts. Foul. Oh, just foul. Oh. Mookie Betts had a long way to go. Just got jammed enough. And a foul ball. That one had a lot of slice to it by that much.
The Dodgers were trying to squeeze the alley, so Betts was playing in right center.
He's a little closer to that line now.
Yes,
Now
is.
Will Smith on his way.
Jansen has been changing the signs with Smith almost every other pitch. Want to make sure what his big right-hander wants to do here on this 3-2 pitch.
Anything that hits the outfield grass, Edman's going to score. He'll be running on the crack of the bat with 2 outs. What a game. What a moment. Hart jumping out of his jersey. Do it again. 3-2 the count. Jansen deals. Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
Like the slider that he retired Goldschmidt with, he just wanted to stay with the hard stuff. And this high cutter gets by O'Neill. 3 strikeouts in the inning for Kenley Jansen. Mad respect.
With the go-ahead run at second base. Jansen is out. The pinch hitter announced, Gavin Lux. Gallegos had gone to the mound. Once the pinch hitter was announced, Mike Schilt makes a pitching change. We'll take a break. We'll set up. TJ McFarland steps into a hornet's nest at Dodger Stadium.
I believe there's brighter days ahead, and I know.
New brisket at Chipotle. Seasoned, smoked, seared, spiced, sauced, bold, and guacced. It's a whole new kind of brisket done the Chipotle way.
As someone who resembles someone else, I appreciate that Liberty Mutual knows everyone's unique. That's why they customize your car insurance, so you only pay for what you need. Oh yeah, that's the spot. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty. There's something I want to ask you. The new iPhone 13 Pro is here with the most advanced iPhone camera ever, and I got it at T-Mobile.
I thought you were going to talk about forever.
This is a value that lasts forever, because when you get the new iPhone at T-Mobile, trade-in value is locked in.
So we can always have a new iPhone?
Yes. So, what do you say? Switch to T-Mobile with me?
Yes.
So we're going to T-Mobile!
Fall in love with iPhone. Get it on us now and upgrade every 2 years forever. Only at T-Mobile.
Well, that's TJ McFarland. And he is going to take the mound, an extreme ground ball pitcher. And that roar you hear, Gavin Lux was announced as a pinch hitter, burned as a pinch hitter. Here comes Albert Pujols. Who's writing this? The legendary Cardinal.
We are in Hollywood. It's like a script.
Oh. Tio Alberto, they call him here with the Dodgers. He has homered twice against the Cardinals this year. Once as an Angel, once as a Dodger, as he takes a ball from McFarland. Twice the wild card game has been decided with a walk-off win. 2014, Oakland at Kansas City, Salvador Perez. And Pujols takes a ball. The other one came in 2016, Baltimore at Toronto. Edwin Encarnacion with a walk-off home run. Albert Pujols, pinch hitting, and he takes a ball. 3-0 to count. TJ McFarland was pitching in AAA with the Nationals, was released in late June. Cardinals gave him a chance. He's been a difference maker. Pujols into center field. Little knuckleball out there. Back is Bader. He's got it. Played it well. That had a funky rotation to it. And Bader runs to the spot. Pujols is out. Hit it right on the screws, though. One away in the ninth. Yeah.
Oh boy, what a moment that would have been. 3-0 fastball right there. Hits it on the nose, but line drive. Not enough elevation for it to get out of this park.
So Lux and Pujols burned in that sequence. And a strike. Billy McKinney. I beg your pardon, Steven Souza Jr. pinch hitting. Remember, the Dodgers are carrying 16 position players. Souza takes a ball. Julio Urias in the bullpen, where he was so clutch last year in the LCS and the World Series. He's that extra piece to the puzzle. Oh, big swing by Souza. Souza's got big power.
Souza made this roster because of that power, Brian. One swing of the bat.
You never know where heroes come from in the postseason, sometimes from the most unlikely sources. 1-2 pitch. Souza late, fouls it away. In the Cardinal pen, Alex Reyes. Cardinals are loaded for bear as well. They can go a while in an extra inning game. Again, remember, if we go to extra innings, no automatic runner at second base. Play it straight in the postseason.
Just picture the Dodgers having their meetings and deciding who's going to be on the roster. And someone fought for Steven Souza Jr., right? Someone fought for him. And he's here at this moment.
Same to be said in June when somebody fought for T.J. McFarland. McFarland has been such a big addition. He and Luis Garcia, Wade LeBlanc, those were the three guys that helped the Cardinals reorganize their bullpen. And what a moment for him to be pitching right now. Garcia went an inning and 2/3. Put up zeros. 3-2 to Souza. Fouls it away.
The variety and assortment of relief pitchers we've seen in this game tonight.
Different arm angles, different speeds, different pitches. Dodgers won 106 games. They finished in second place in their division, the reigning world champs. They've got a chance to walk this one off right here in the ninth. Both of these teams red hot coming into the postseason. Molina wants to get it straight with McFarland, brings the infielders in as well. They may be going multiple signs here, even though nobody on base. Can never be too careful.
Almost looks like McFarland wants to go one way and Molina's talking him into a new way.
Mike Schilt's Cardinals won 17 straight games in September, a franchise record. Happy to be here. Dodgers would rather be in a division series, but they couldn't chase down the Giants. Here we go, 3-2 the count. McFarland deals, Souza center field. Bader right there, out number 2.
Oh, how about these first 2 outs? 2 bullets.
Souza, good at bat, nothing to show for it. Now 2 men are out in the 9th inning.
Ball just down enough that he couldn't lift it.
Couldn't place it any better if you're McFarland. Right in the bottom corner of the strike zone at 90 miles an hour. Cody Bellinger sticking with the matchup here, lefty-lefty. Roberts has been plowing through pinch hitters and defensive replacements. McFarland deals, Bellinger had a big hack at it, fouls it away.
Hitting the stolen base in this game for Bellinger.
Bellinger had a key hit on an 0-2 pitch in the 7th inning. Then he stole second. He was left stranded as the go-ahead run inside a ball. Bottom of the 9th, 2 outs, 1-1 game. Bellinger takes a ball. Cardinals have a shift on in the infield. 3 infielders on the right side. McFarland deals, swing and a miss. Big hack at it by Bellinger. 2-2 the count now.
Bellinger's swing tonight looks a lot bigger than it did on Sunday when we saw him.
He's changed the stance a little bit. He's a little wider, as you can see.
Yep.
Just trying to produce a little more of a level bat. It's not that umbrella that he used to hold and flail away. Different. McFarland deals and it's a ball inside. There aren't many left-handed sinkers out there. McFarland has a great one, but he could have never have imagined being in this spot. He pitched in the postseason last year with Oakland. He deals. Bellinger takes ball 4. And there it is. The winning run at first. And speed to burn. And the end of the line for T.J. McFarland. Mike Schilt going to give everybody a breather here. A pitching change is coming.
Despite Bellinger's year, in big moments, he still gets pitched like the MVP he was.
2 walks and a hit today. McFarland's out. Alex Reyes, all-star closer who lost his job, is now on to try to get to the game. All tied at 1. Justin Turner's home run in the 4th inning tied the game. Cardinals scored in the 1st inning, and we are stuck at 1 with Alex Reyes on to pitch for St. Louis with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Historic first half for Reyes. Recorded a save in each of his 24 career save opportunities dating back to 2016, passing LaTroy Hawkins to establish a new major league record, became an all-star.
It was a fast burn, and it was a quick fade as well. Still counted on in big moments, but lost that closer's role in early September. Bellinger draws a key walk.
The one thing about bringing Reyes here, the righty-righty matchup, and taking McFarland out, it allows Bellinger a better jump and maybe to attempt another stolen base.
We saw him steal one in the 7th inning. Chris Taylor, a struggling hitter. His second at bat, he came in to play left field. Taylor popped up to first base his last time up, which was his first time up. Reyes pitched in a couple of games last year in the wild card series. San Diego beat the Cardinals. Gave up an earned run in 3 innings. And here he is again. Swing and a miss. Got Taylor biting on that first pitch slider. Reyes has electric stuff. There's a reason he emerged as a closer, and he'll be back in that role possibly as early as next year. Right now trying to get the Cardinals to the 10th. Dodgers trying to walk it off and go to San Francisco. Taylor takes a ball. Dave Roberts has used 6 bench players thus far. He's got Mookie Betts to the top of the order due next. Runner goes, Bellinger. And Yadier Molina cannot get a grip. It's a stolen base for Bellinger. 2 steals against the great Molina. Good call, Ron. The matchup favors the Cardinals at the plate, but not keeping a runner at first, and Bellinger swipes it.
Short hopped by Molina, and the transfer. The ball runs up his fingers, and he can't control it. Big jump by Bellinger, and now 2 stolen bases in this game.
What a game he's had. He's had a hit, a walk, 2 walks, 2 steals, and there he is, carrying the winning run in the 9th inning. 2 balls and a strike to count on Taylor. Reyes fires, swing and a drive, deep left field. This is way back. Walk him off, Chris Taylor. Chris Taylor with the moment of his life. And he's had some big moments. A walk-off home run, his 6th career postseason homer. And Taylor, a struggling hitter, delivers in the clutch.
He didn't start in this game, Brian, because he was 8 for his last 72. He comes on as a defensive replacement and gets the biggest hit of his life.
A crushing ending for the Cardinals. And a memorable walk-off moment for the Dodgers. Max Scherzer with his former teammates, Juan Soto. The Dodgers and the Giants will meet for the first time in postseason history starting Friday night at Oracle Park in San Francisco, as Chris Taylor delivers the 4th walk-off home run in Dodger postseason history.
Reyes throws a lot of breaking balls. He hangs this one. And Taylor jumped all over it. Big leg kick, catches it out front. And Tyler O'Neill, the left fielder, knew it right away. He didn't even really run after it, as it's 10 rows back.
Euphoria for the Dodgers.
Both teams looking for a big hit. The Cardinals couldn't get it. 0 for 11 with runners in scoring position. Taylor finally gets the gamer.
Into the line for St. Louis. A valiant effort. A 17-game winning streak, franchise record. But it all ends on a Chris Taylor 2-run walk-off